American Dream training, okay? Because we train and we train hard so that when it's time to actually trade, we know what the hell we're doing.
You have now stumbled into AmericanDreamTrading.com, where we trade shares and options. I will show you about swing trading, long-term trading, dividend stocks, high-yield income stocks, covered calls, cash secure puts, diagonal and credit spreads, debit spreads. I will teach you everything there is to know about the entire market. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I can't believe I get paid to help all of you get paid. This is such a wild thing.
What up? Wow. What up, ADT fam? How is everybody? Woo! Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket live chat and watch party. I'm your host, J&J Video Reacts, aka DAWN. Dawn, what's up, guys? Wow, we got a live chat down there today, right? I looked, I'm like, holy snacks. What the hell's going on? Everybody is in there. Don't forget to smash that like button. Do me a favor. Don't forget to smash the like button. So, in the description, yes, I did. In the description of this video, you will find 3 links. The very first link is the link to join the panel. Why? Because this is a stream that's been created by traders for traders to come up, relax, chill, have a good time, enjoy each other's company, and talk about your day. Did you make money today? How? We want to know. Did you lose money today? How? We want to know. Maybe we can help so that you don't do that again. We follow the rules of Chad W. Christian, who is the owner of American Dream Trading, which is a group to which we all so graciously belong. Coach teaches us how to get in trades, out of trades, and everything in between. He has customized strategies like the 2-minute EWO strategy, which is perfect for new traders who have trouble entering trades as well as holding on to them. We have hot stock picks that we get paid off of every morning before everybody wakes up. Okay, before everybody wakes up, we're in our VIP room getting paid. What is the VIP room, you ask? That is a membership that we have in American Dream Trading that includes those hot stock picks. It includes a morning one-on-one type style session with Coach himself every morning. He shares his screen and we get to watch him trade, and he teaches us what he's doing and how he's doing it, and we get to watch it live. Yes, every month there is a workshop class. We've got one coming up November 29th. There is a monthly workshop class on all kinds of things. It could be cover calls, cash secure puts, the 2-minute EWO strategy I just mentioned. It could be long-term investing. It could be day trading tips. You name it. It is a monthly session every month that we have. And last but not least, trading view indicators, not to mention a free Discord. So you have everything that you need to be a successful trader right here within this group. But one of the best parts about it is we are a family, the community, you guys. Okay. Coach is awesome, but you guys, You guys make American Dream Trading what it is. Coach started it, and it's up to us to carry on and continue to focus on his strategies and get paid every day like he wants us to. So, without further ado, the second link in that description, the one right under click here to join the panel, is the one that is pinned to the top of this chat. American Dream Trading. Hold on. Where are you? AmericanDreamTrading.com. Okay, you can go to our website if you are not a member and become a member ASAP, and you can pick up that VIP membership. Coach has it for $2,500 for the year, and if I'm not mistaken, there may still be one. It may not be there anymore, so don't be mad at me if it's not. There may still be one lifetime membership left, where you just pay a one-time fee of $5,000 instead of the yearly fee of $2,500. That's a no-brainer. You do the math. 1 year for $2,500, lifetime for $5,000. You do the math. So yeah, there may be one left. If it's not, I apologize. That means they have all been scooped up and it is too late, because I don't believe he's bringing it back again. And if he does, it won't be at that price. So guys, but you can always get the yearly. Join the VIP. Make sure you get in there. Third, if you like the stilo that I'm bringing, if you like the way that I'm hosting the show, if you think it's bringing value and you're getting something out of it, please do me a favor and put a tip in the tip jar. That is the third link in this channel, and I'll also put it down there in the chat for those of you who want to donate to the host tip jar. I appreciate it so much. So yeah, let's get it started, man. Nobody's in the backstage yet. What is it, my breath? Come on, guys. Come on. Let's get some people up here. Where's everybody at? Mark McSee, he might be fixing something at the church. Nate, where you at, baby? Ralph, where you at? What's up? Hamilton, Bucket. Well, Bucket, you gotta pass. You gotta pass because we hear it in your voice, dude. TJ, somebody come on up here and keep me company. I'm getting ready to read the rules. Why do we need to read the rules? You guys know why we need to read the rules. David read us the Riot Act today. Oh, dude. Rex. Oh, Ann came in and said, hey, David, slow your ass down, man. I was like, what? Wow. Rex says, slow down, David. Calm down. Go eat a gummy. David was on it. Okay, he was fired Okay, Coach. I'm Coach. You know me, man. You know me. What? You know. Okay, I won't do it. But David was fired up. Let's put it that way. He was fired upped. Okay, so I don't know why. David. Well, he's passionate, and it frustrates him when people there are people that are paying for one-on-ones who still don't get it. So it's like, come on, man. You got to listen. You got to take notes. You got to watch the videos, which we are going to do later. Shout out to Carter. Carter comes up with YouTube videos every day that he edits, that he takes from Coach's teachings, and he puts them on YouTube for us. We have a plethora of knowledge waiting right here on this YouTube channel that you are already on. Okay, so I don't know what else to tell you. You've got everything you need to be a successful trader, not a call-out chaser. A successful day trader, knowing how to fish, meaning where to go get the fish, and then how to clean that. I hate using that as an analogy. Sorry, honey, love you. I am a vegan, so. But you know what I mean. You need to be able to trade. If Coach were not here on any given day, which that rarely happens, if Coach were not here, you need to be able to go find yourself a stock, chart it out, figure out where the highs and lows are, where your entry points are, get in that stock, hold on to it if it's a runner, and get the hell out of it and take some profit if it's not. Okay? And Coach teaches us how to do that. So David is a moderator, man. He's the one-on-one. He is the one of one. And he does one-on-ones, coaching people how to do that strategy to a T. So it frustrates him when he constantly is doing these one-on-ones and there are people that are coming out of him and still not knowing what the hell's going on. Okay, because it's certainly because David's not a good teacher, and it's certainly because coach's strategies don't work. So we got to get that in check. Enough said. That's one of the reasons why we do the aftermarket, because not only is it a cool hangout, but it is a place where we can also continue to learn. And one of the things that we learn from is coach's rules. So let's get them started, shall we? All right. Before we get into this, you know what I'm about to say. Do not, if you are a brand new trader and have never traded before, which, by the way, I have to say, Coach has created 8 millionaires, and several of them never traded a day in their life. That's how good his strategies are. That's how good his teaching is. Okay? So, yeah, you got to do it. First rule, do not lose more than 1 to 3% of your account. Why? Because if you have no money, how the hell are you going to trade? Okay? So, don't blow your accounts up. Rule number 2, if you are having more than one red day in a row, if this is you, please don't be this guy. Don't be him. Don't have more than 2 red days in a row. If you do, those of you who are here day in and day out, you already know, baby. Put yourself in a time out. Stop trading and start training. That means you need some help. That means you need to stop, sit on your hands, and watch and learn. Rule number 3. If you are not a master trader, you should not be scalping. Okay? You should be living in the 2-minute EWO strategy. It teaches you how to get in trades and to hold on to them. And it moves at a much slower pace. So it's perfect for people who cannot scalp and who are looking for a way to be successful at trading. We have tons of videos highlighting the 2-minute EWO strategy, and I'm sure we'll end up watching a couple of them here tonight. Rule number 4, no more than 1 to 5 trades a day. Why? Because when you do more than 1 to 5 trades a day, you have a tendency to overtrade. And when you overtrade, all trades are risky. At some point, you're going to lose, right? Even if you're winning, at some point, there's going to be something coming in there that's going to take it from you. So you don't want to end up revenge trading as a result of that. Because why? That puts you against the market instead of trading in harmony with it, right? So don't overtrade. No more than 1 to 5 trades. Rule number 5, baby, position size. It helps when you go in with smaller position sizes, because that way you can go in stress-free, because you're not putting too much money on the line. When you have a bunch of skin in the game, doesn't it make you nervous? It should, because you got too much freaking skin in the game. Smaller position sizes offer greater rewards with less risk. Okay? Rule number 6. Rule number 6, if you are not familiar with options, hey, options is not the only way to make money in the stock market. You can trade shares, right? That's first and foremost what you should start with. So if you're having a problem with options, go back to shares. If you've never traded shares, get familiar with trading shares. We do a pre-market show every morning. If you're up 4 o'clock in the morning, come into the pre-market if you're a VIP member and listen to Nate and Mark McSee and me and other people that are in there that are trading early in the morning. We are using Coach's strategy, and you can come in, learn how to use the L2, and get yourself some dough before most of the world even turns over. Okay. And last but not least, all trades are risky. So make sure that beyond a shadow of a doubt, you are using your stops. Okay. How did everybody do today? Since there's nobody up here, I will come down and I will talk to you. Talk to me. Hey, don't forget, guys, we're trying to get close to 10,000 subscribers by Thanksgiving. Right now, the tally is 8945. All right. The chains are being moved like football season, right? The chains are being moved, guys. All right. We're coming down to the wire. We are coming down to the wire. All right. All we'll need is 1055. That's it. 1055. And we've got him there. So let's hurry up and get it under 1,000 so we can do that countdown. All right. All right. Who do we got down there? Miranda. What's up, baby? All right, let's see who we got. We've got darn cricket. What's going on? I wish I had a cricket sound effect. What's going on, Ed? How you doing? Future trader, how you doing, bud? Farah, how are you? What is going on? John Lee, welcome, honey. Steve Kean, way to go. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Keela, hey. What's going on? How are you? Hopefully you made some money today. What's going on, Miguel Lara? Hey, did you guys know that American Dream Trading runs on DD? That's not Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, donut. It's Diesel Dan. What's up, Diesel Dan? How you doing, buddy? Miranda's got the Discord down there. Way to go, Miranda. Thank you, baby girl. I sound like a used car, so way to go. What is that? Yes, I like poking fun at myself as well. All right, we got the same names over and over again. So really, it looks like there's 100 people in here, but really it's like 5. Steve-O! What's going on, baby? And that's okay, because you 5 are like 100. PW, what's going on, baby? Carlos Garrido, what's going on, my brother? Joseph Paletto, how are you? I just have to say it that way. You know where I'm going, right? And then we have Dom, who is chilling down there in the chat. What's going on, Dom? How you doing? I love his voice, man. Dom, when are you going to come up and let us see your face, man? Bubbles, what's going on? Where's the pink hat? You haven't been up on this channel. I know. We're addicted. You come up a couple times and now we want you to do it every night, right? That's right, Bubbles, damn it. Come on up here. Ralph, what's going on? I'm on my way, guys. I'm coming, friend. All right, honey. You know you belong up here. Victoriano, how are you? I forgot the 16. Victoriano 16. Huh? How you doing? Welcome. I hear somebody. Coach got a super chat. Way to go. Thanks, Dom. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. The tip jar is also down there, buddy, in the description of the video if you want to hook up yours truly. You guys must not like me. I get like no tips, dude. It's at the end of the night. I'll check. I'll be like, okay. Yeah. Like, oh my God, it must be my breath. I'm like, is it me? Am I not doing something right? Carolyn, what's going on, honey? Carolyn Chicken Wraps. What's going on, sweetie? Arlo! Are you really unhappily a housewife? I don't think so. I don't think you're really unhappy. I don't think you're unhappy. Arlo, what's going on, girl? Love you. TJ, I don't mind being wrong. Oh my God. I mind not knowing the truth. Did you must have really liked that. Is that a saying? Did you make that up? Because you're proud of that, because I heard you say that. I heard you say that on the Zoom call. Let's put it on a t-shirt, shall we? I like it too. I think it's pretty cool. I like that. I really like that. I might make a video out of that. Can I do that? Can I borrow it and make a video out of it? And we can market it and we can put it on shirts and tea and cups and hats. Dude, I like that. Dude, no, seriously, from here. That's a pretty cool statement. I like that. I don't mind being wrong. Wait a minute, hold on. I don't mind being wrong. I don't mind being dejected and rejected, but I'm not going to be ashamed about it. I tell you what, I will give you a Cash App if somebody could tell me what movie that's from. I'm home now. All right, be there once I get the laptop fired up. Okay, Ralphie boy. Arlo. I could just sit here and read the chats. Even Coach has some trouble with EWOs in Tesla this morning, so I didn't feel too bad. Yeah, hey, you know what I mean? Coach has Coach is a scalper, first of all, so he doesn't really live in the 2-minute EWO. That's a strategy that he developed more so for us new traders. Those of us who can't get in and scalp like he does. To be able to scalp like that, you have got to be quick on the draw. You've got to know your mechanics and have them down to a science. And you got to be good, and you cannot be emotional. So the 2-minute EWO strategy kind of helps with that. It is nerve-wracking to sit in a trade, but I tell you what it does. It also trains you to sit in that very trade and learn how to stomach a lot of the pullbacks and things. That's why he developed it. He gave you an entry point so that if you got in right when he tells you to, you can stomach a lot of that, because at the end of the day, and David proved this with his back testing, you're going to end up green more often than not if you sit in those 2-minute EWOs, even with the pullbacks. It's been proven over and over and over again. Coach has proved it and David's proved it. You're going to tell them they're wrong? I don't think so. And nothing and nobody is 100% right all the time. And a trader never, ever, ever gets in the red. So, Coach is going to make mistakes. We're going to make mistakes. But the problem is, or the point is, to learn from them. You know what I mean? So, and that's why we're here. That's why we're here, to continue to learn. Is it overkill? Maybe. But some of us need overkill if we want to get this right. I have a mission. I want to be one of Coach's millionaires within this next year. And there's no way I'm going to do that laying on my ass and not being in here every day from sun up till sun freaking down. I'm willing to dedicate my entire day, which is my entire life. Every day I'm given, I'm in here. Okay? So that's because I'm on a mission, man. And I'm going to achieve that too. And you guys are going to witness it. Okay? So, yeah. It's time to get it done. Got to put the time in. And the 2-minute EWO gets it done. Paula at the beach, welcome, sweetheart. How are you? All right, I think we got 2 people in here. Ralphie, what's going on? Hold on. Let me get you in. What's up, Ralph?
What's going on?
What's happening?
This is why. Listen, we know that David did the back testing and he proved it. We waiting on you to prove it, friend. Have you did the 20 EWOs?
Wait a minute, hold up. Kyle J, welcome. Kyle J, I wasn't finished welcoming everybody. Kyle J, what's going on? How you doing? How you doing, Kyle J? I will answer that question though. I'm not gonna run from that. Hudson Miller, what's going on, Hudson? How you doing, man? All right, I'm gonna answer that question, Ralph. And I had a conversation with somebody today, and I'm gonna explain something to you that I didn't realize until today. Joe, I see you down there, Seaside Heights. What's happening? Yeah, and you may not like what I'm gonna say, but hey, man, it is what it is. All right, so check this out. Does 20 shares on one EWO count? No, it's 20 separate EWOs, TJ. American Dream Trading. Yeah, Paula. Jojo, what's up? Smiling. Okay, so check this out, Ralph. Wait a minute. Hold on. Somebody else is in the backstage, but there's no camera on, so I don't know who it is. And by now, if you're used to coming in here, if you're not, then I'll give you that. But you should know. Bubbles, what's going on, girl? Maybe she's on camera and something's wrong with my thing. Because let me go look at YouTube, because sometimes she left.
To help me out.
Okay, so check this out. Coach might not even like this, but it is what it is. Okay, I just got to put it out there. I'm a big girl, I can do what I want. I can accept the risk. I'm a scalper. I'm a scalper, dude. I'm a scalper, baby. So why don't you kill me? I have to admit it. I like scalping. It fits me.
But It wasn't about the money or the trading. Or it could have
See
been on
this?
paper. It could
See
have been.
this?
It could have been after
See
your
this?
trading was done.
Yeah. When I was a supervisor at MCI, this was my trademark. I carried this thing around with me. This is 20 years old, by the way. I carried this around religiously. My sales team was called the Fast and the Furious, right?
Okay,
I,
Don just
I
ain't
love
gonna do the
fast
challenge,
cars. I love
guys.
speeding. Listen, when I was
Yeah.
taught
Uh-huh.
options, it was on a scalp basis. I learned how to trade options, scalping, Ralph.
Contradicting yourself, Don.
I don't, no. Here's the thing.
Is
I'm not
is
contradicting. That is me. I
is
was
it?
contradicting myself sitting in trays and, you know,
So
stomaching it out. I
hold up,
learned
hold
from
up.
it. I learned how to do it. It
Okay,
is a good strategy. I
okay,
love it.
friend.
But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
prefer
That's what I'm
scalping.
saying. Like, we know what you prefer. Like, we know that you're a scalper and everything. It was just the point to build confidence to the 20. That's all I'm telling you, friend. You
But
blowing
it
this thing
did.
out of proportion.
It did. It worked, Ralph. It worked. The 2-minute EWO strategy. You know what? I get it. I totally,
Don't you love it when
completely
the
get it.
tables turn around, guys?
I,
Don't
I,
y'all
can,
love
I
it when the
get why
tables
Coach
turn?
teaches it and why it's useful. It is training wheels. It really. Now that I'm kind of,
What bubbles that? I need some help.
I see it now. It's training wheels, dude. When you need to take them off, though, you need to take them off. And I'm gonna say this. I remember Lolo being in here, and we're not touting Lolo, but look, take the training wheels off. I'm like, no, I ain't taking no training.
No,
But I get it. I have to, man. I have to because
no.
I like scalping. I do better when
Yeah,
I get
know
in
that.
and
I
out
know
of a
that,
trade
friend,
quickly.
but if we can't get people to do at least 20 just to start with,
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Just because I'm a scalper don't mean we got people now that should be scalping. It's a ton of people that need to be in the EWO.
I'm gonna leave you.
I'm just not one of them.
I'm gonna leave you alone.
I'm like, I was talking to
I'm gonna
somebody
leave you
today and I
alone.
said, look, man, I think I found my jam and I can't go back. I got to do it because it fits me. I always drove fast. I've always been, let's go. And it fits me. And that's how I learned. Oh, you can make $50 in 5 minutes. I'm like, what? And he taught me how to do it. And when I got in here and I learned a 2-minute EWO, it was good. And it taught me how to hold on to something that is running. And it taught me how to get in a trade. It really did. It taught me how to get it. It did what it was meant to do. Now that I know how to get in a trade and look at lines of resistance and support and even use the L2, come on, it's no need for me to be, I'm with Coach, man. It's no need for me to be hanging out in trades all day. I can't stand it. I want to be done in an hour. Okay. And there's a way to do that. And I found how to do it. So it is what it is. But I'm still going to do
How you did today,
EWOs. Come
friend?
on. I mean, Apple is a perfect EWO stop.
How you did today?
Okay. Check this out. This is why I said that. Yesterday and today. Well, you know what I was in yesterday, right?
Yesterday you did SPY, right?
Yeah. By the way, go get your merch. So I was today as well.
So you did SPY again? Today was a tough day, friend.
But here's the thing. Yesterday, when I went down like $100, right? I was able to scalp and get it back and get the green. I did the same thing today, and I realized that's where I'm good. That's where I need to be, because I'm like, okay, so here's my thing. The only thing left is waiting for those right setups. And Eric Smoto comes from out. Let's go! Shout out to Eric Smoto. Waiting for those pristine setups, the 5-star trades that we've been talking about, right? That's the only thing. If I was able to get the money back, there's no reason, and that's because my back was against the wall. There's no reason why now okay, my back's not against the wall. Let's come into tomorrow fresh. Whatever you did to make that money back, do it now to make green trades. Period.
Mm-hmm.
When I had to focus, I was calm. I waited for things to play out. Once they did, I got in, made the money back that I lost, and got out. So now instead of losing money first, let's go in tomorrow and do that same kind of waiting and wait for that setup and now get some green going on. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with it.
Hey, I'm glad you mentioned that because this is for me.
Mm-hmm.
If you wait to after the shift change or whatever, and it's not every day, you know, ain't no 2 days alike. But if you just wait till after the shift change till they figure it out, I mean, unless it's one of them days where price just break out and just keep going up and up and up,
Yeah.
you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But most of the days, it's gonna be chopped, especially in the first 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes. It's ridiculous. We already know that.
Yeah.
But most of the time, you know, it'll like go down and then it'll pick a direction and start going, especially Apple. Apple is real famous for this right here, what I'm saying. But you probably can find more attraction because, like, the reason why this is happening is because I heard somebody talking about it today. So it's a zero-sum market and you need a buyer for every seller, right? So it's not a big deal to us just to press the button and get in trades, but they do have traders who out there, you know, they can move the market if they're big enough in their account, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they can't move it unless they have somebody to take the other side of the trade, right?
Yeah.
And so if everybody is stalking a certain price, you need a buyer for every seller. So the problem is for them is they have to trick people to get on the other side of the trade.
Right.
I say all that to say this. Most of the time before the price breaks out and goes into the direction that it's going to go in the opposite direction before it do that.
Yep. You are absolutely right.
Or you might get whipsawed first.
Right.
And instead of just, you know, trying to get in and get this unless you're a scalper or whatever. Listen, you want to buy what these big traders are buying and you want to sell what they selling, you know? That's why a trend ain't gonna just break straight out and go up. It never do that without rest, you know? Sooner or later, some people gonna start taking profits or whatnot. But majority of the time, look at most charts. Whenever it's a strong move, it's gonna do like a, I'm saying this ain't every time, but that's what I'm saying. In order for them to take the market most of the time, it's gonna have to do like a, I guess, opposite counter move. How you doing, Bubbles?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Bubbles, what's going on, sweetheart?
Hey, there was no way I was coming in while y'all were arguing. I just backed right on out.
We were not arguing, no. See, you went out for no reason. We weren't even arguing.
No, I couldn't get my camera to work.
You influenced it. She influenced it. She the reason why I brought it up.
Who?
Bubbles.
Raider 1911. He's back with his camera on.
What's going on?
So we got Raider and Bubbles.
I got it figured out.
What happened? What do you got figured out? Tell us.
My red camera on.
Oh, yeah, you did that yesterday.
I know.
Yeah, but you just left.
You have to wait for it to load up.
You know, I noticed that because I'll see you guys in the backstage and it'll say video feed. It won't show your picture. So I realized that your camera is doing something. And then when I see you pop on the screen, then I let you in.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it shows me when your camera's loading too. So it's pretty wild. Yeah. Yours does it too, Ralph.
What I do? I know mine's go black and white while I'm backstage. Yeah.
Grapes are so healthy and so good for you. Eat grapes. Eat fruit. That's my health tip of the day.
How y'all?
So did you guys make money?
I did.
All right.
All right.
Talk to us. Talk to us.
I keep making money in the pre-market and using all of my money, or still having it going to not, because I just have a small account. So
Me too.
That's
Me
good.
too,
That's
Bubba.
good. Yeah, me too, Bubba. You know.
Me too.
Hmm.
And I mean under 1,000. I mean under 500. For I'm
Hmm.
like, so it's low. So, but I'm building it up slowly. But actually, it's not under 500 right now. But
I
I'm
think
building
we
it
need
up.
shirts that say, that we're already millionaires, because we all are in our paper trading account.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
Down
am
there.
I am a
I
millionaire. It's
am a
just my
millionaire. And
nobody
then
told my bank
in
account
signed
yet. That's all.
letters in my paper trading account.
But
Long as we're
yeah,
moving
man.
forward, that's what counts.
Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely a millionaire. I'm definitely a
Hmm.
millionaire.
No matter
You're a
what you're
millionaire.
doing,
10
as
times
long as you're
over.
improving, that's it. As long as you're
I
improving.
enjoy being a millionaire. It's wonderful.
It doesn't suck.
So you traded one of one of the well, I guess it would have been the top gainers if it was pre-market. When
Which
you
one
traded
did
in the
you get
morning.
into, Bubbles?
I have to look. Let me see. I don't even have to move. Hold on. Let me see. It's probably still up. I got in with Christina to save the children, and
SLDB, I knew it.
they never went anywhere. They were not trying to be saved today.
I know. Nate ended up losing a couple dollars on it too.
They
But then I
currently are.
think he came back and made money.
Christina,
I was in
Nate
that. I was
fell out.
in CMMB, that one.
Okay.
LQR,
I remember
MTNB.
LQR.
Couple of them that had a quick pop and made a few bucks and got out.
Nice. How did you do that? Did you use the L2? Did you write out chart it out?
Yeah, the L2, just, listening to everybody. And then that other thing that we were talking about this morning, I had up. I can't remember what it was called, though. The other thing that's like the L2.
Time and sales?
No, it was the one that's the book, I think.
Order book.
I had that one up. Just looking at that this morning, just to see.
Nice. I think L2 is the order book.
Well, the other one then. It was the other one that was like where you could see it. A ladder. That's what it was. The ladder.
Ah, I got you.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Price ladder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, if that helps you,
Well, I just wanted to see how it looked, something to keep me awake in the morning while I drink my coffee and listen to y'all and laugh at y'all.
Your wake up juice. Oh my God, Christina had us in there cracking up this morning.
Oh
didn't
my
she?
God, yeah, they all did.
90 miles an
Wow.
hour.
She was a firecracker. Her, Mark McSee, and their typewriters.
Yeah, I set my alarm for 3:30 a.m. I have to fix my whole life for y'all.
Welcome to the club. I go to bed now at 9, 10 o'clock, based however I feel.
I'm trying to
Maybe
figure out
11
when I gotta
sometime.
go to bed, when I gotta take a nap. Like something's got to give somewhere.
10 o'clock. I've never needed more than 4 to 5 hours sleep anyway, but 10 o'clock I find is my time to just go ahead, chill, close my eyes, and I can pop right up at 4 with no problem.
Yeah, I liked it when
Yeah,
I very first started. We would do workouts, and I like that because I can't sit still all day long. So I still try to
remember that?
jump up and yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Coach used to
push-ups.
do workouts
Yeah.
12 in the
Yeah.
afternoon.
I'll still tell people in the TikTok, go do squats. Squat time. Go get your coffee. Time.
That's my workout time now. I figured, I used to work out at like 5 in the morning. And now that I'm getting up and I'm in the pre-market in the morning, I don't have time to work out first thing. So I do it in the afternoon, which right around 12 o'clock is when I'm jumping on the spinner and, riding. So yeah. Got to fit it in, because sitting down all day, it's not good for the knees. It's not good for the spine. You got to get up. You got to move around. Got to get that blood flowing,
Right.
Not good for the circulation.
I've heard several of the women in our group say I'm working out or I'm doing this or I got to go here, but not too many of the men have said that.
Other than Eric Smoda,
Challenge,
right?
challenge men. Yes. Yeah. Other than him, he's
We got
always
Mark.
Mark goes and works out. Raider, you go work out?
Sometimes I do. Yeah, sometimes. I normally try to do it in the morning at 6 o'clock, 6:30.
To me, that was always the best time to work out because I got it done before my whole day started. That way there was no excuse. Oh, this got in the way, I couldn't work out, or that got in the way, I couldn't work out. If you get it done very first thing in the morning, there's no excuse. It's done, it's over, you're good. And it helps you throughout your day if you've already worked out.
Yeah.
You know, helps your brain power, helps you relax. So yeah, I miss it. I may have to get in the pre-market on the bike because I really miss working out first thing in the morning. You know, it gets my day going better. I really don't like doing it at 12 o'clock. So I may work out during the pre-market.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you make any money today, Raider?
I did. I bought PLTR on a 2-minute EWO and I rode it for a bit and cashed out at $4.78.
Nice.
All right.
PLTR has been paying. This is the gift that
Yep.
keeps on giving.
I have it in my IRA kind of. I have it in there, and I have that at $14.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've heard a couple people say that they've made money off of Palantir.
Yeah, I just keep riding it up and down.
Wow.
How much? You said it's $14 now? Because I remember whenever it was under 10. Palantir was one of the. It had a real good.
My
There's been a
son,
lot of hype around it.
when it was down at $7, he bought it.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah,
and then it went as high as 17.
And they
I've
say-
seen it.
they'll be on the S&P next year in 90 days.
Really?
Yeah, had its earnings positive all 4 times.
Mhm.
What's the one that they're talking about now is trying to get on the S&P that's not on there?
Uber as well.
Uber.
Uber. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's a
I
big
think
deal
about-
once they make it.
I played
Yeah.
that other stock you guys did this morning, and I lost $67 on that one.
Well, what
Which
did you
one?
do wrong?
SLDB?
No,
KNET?
yes,
Go down the list.
but I
Yeah.
got stopped out, right? Because I always do the stop loss, so I got stopped
Mhm.
out. So that's okay, right?
That's what a stop loss is for.
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
You go, no,
Right.
guys, I never used it. I used to be green, red, green, red, green, red, and I haven't had a red day in a month.
There you
Oh,
go.
nice.
No, I had
So
a red
now
day.
it's green break even.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
time. started
Yes.
And I use a tight stop loss. So if it doesn't work out, I'll move on to the next one. If it doesn't happen that day, then tomorrow's another day, right?
Mhm.
You know something? That is a very good way to look at it.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm sure Coach, even though he would argue the point that, you know, when you first get in a trade, you should at least have a 25 to 40% leeway. If that's your tolerance, as long as you're not losing money and you're green more than you're good, because each person is different. Their risk tolerance is different. Coach always says that.
I hate
so that's
losing-
awesome. Yeah.
I hate losing
Yeah, that's
money.
good. Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah, I only do like 4 or 5 cents, and if that's all I lose, that's all I lose. So if I
That's
buy
a good mentality.
1,000 shares, I lose $40. right?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So yeah. So if it's shares, that's different too, Don. You know.
Yeah,
But with
Exactly.
the options contract, so if it's shares, yeah, that's different, right? Because that's how Coach trade his shares. But if it's options, well, most trades you have to give it the room to breathe, right?
right.
But shares, like you don't have to use like a 40. That's for options.
Yeah,
Right.
I tried options, but I lost my shirt. Like I pretty
Exactly.
well I lost my
Hey.
account.
Listen, I'm not against options.
Yeah.
I used to trade options, but I stopped trading options because I got a small account and that's what was killing it, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't. Well, that wasn't what was killing it. I'm just not good at options. Just me.
No.
Me. Okay. Like
Yeah.
and that's what it is. If the journal tells me I'm not good at that, but I'm good at this, I'm gonna switch
Yeah.
to what's working, right?
Yeah.
So when I
Well,
switch to shares,
You guys started with $1,000. I started with $1,000.
hmm
Just over 15 now.
15,000 or 1,500?
15,000.
Look at you, Doug.
Nice.
I'm telling you.
Not as good as Nate. Not as good as Nate, but I'm getting there.
Hey, man. Hey, listen. Nate is Nate. You are you. And you are successful either way.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is really awesome. So
Yeah.
do me a favor, kind of break it down to back in the beginning. What happened to get you so successful and so consistent?
I just followed the 2-minute EWO. I looked at the volume. I don't do any charting. I just look at the volume. I look at the news, and then I decide which stock I'm going to go into. And if it's
so you trade off of news.
Yeah, and if it gets to the 2-minute EWO, then I jump in.
Do you have any specific resource that you're using for that news that you might want to share with the group?
Yahoo Finance. I use Benzinger. Is it Benzinger? Yeah, I use that one.
Benzinger. Yeah.
And then I just read everything at night too, right?
Yeah.
So I
do
used to watch.
Do you have any CNBC? Do you ever watch that or anything like that?
Yeah, sometimes I do. But I find that when I watch that stuff, it's already happened. It's too late.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
I have been humbled a few times though, and it hurts.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. How long did it take you to go from 1,000 to 15?
I've been with him since the start. And I didn't train until December.
Had you traded before that?
No, never. No.
Wow, you listen.
That's
those
impressive.
of you we're not paid actors up here, guys. Coach's strategy works. His teaching style and strategy works. You got another person here who has never traded, who has taken $1,000 to $15,000 in a year's time. Come on now.
Yeah. Listening. And I've been humbled a couple times really bad. You know what I mean? Thought I knew what I was doing. And a lot of my problem was I would always stay in a trade saying, oh, it's going to come back. It's going to come back. And it never comes back. Right?
Don't talk to me about it.
I want to mention something what he just said, though.
Okay.
See, with the shares, right? Like you said, you go a couple of cents or whatever. Say, if you getting in and it just didn't work out and they come back and hit that stop, right?
Yeah.
And you only lose a couple of cents. So if it's 100 shares, you just only lost a couple bucks. Well, and then whenever it falls down, you just get back in.
That's what I do. It was easier to recuperate $40 and $30 than it is to recuperate $400 or $500, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you really want to, you could go in and sometimes I've gone in and bought Tesla or something, and I've wrote it up and made $40 and got out.
Right. That's
unless I got a phone call.
Sometimes, sometimes that's all it takes. A green trade is a green trade. That's one of the things that I said today. I'm like, what am I waiting for when I'm sitting in these trades sometimes? Sometimes it's just meant for me to get in, get a quick 50, 60 bucks and get out. Because I don't have a large account size to if I put in $100, what am I sitting there waiting for it to turn into 1,000? That's most likely not going to happen. When I get up $30, $20, that's a 30% trade. You know what I mean? So it's hey, get your money and get the hell out of there. When it's topped off and you see when that color's about to change, not even the color flip. When you see those 2-3 red candles begin to form, you see the wick forming at the top. It's time to get out of there. You know what I mean? So I love it. And or time to shade. If you're doing a 2-minute EWO, shave off if you start to see it come down. Yes. So it's amazing. These teachings are amazing. I tell you what, I think that's time. I think that warrants a commercial. Ralph, what you think?
I think so.
Let's get it in there, guys. If you have not joined the VIP yet, you have got to join the VIP, and the link is in the description right down there in the chat. Yes. AmericanDreamTrading.com. That's where you can go to get your VIP membership and get all those things that you saw in the video, workshop classes, the 2-minute EWO strategy in the mornings is what we learn with Coach every day. And that's what we are all getting paid off of. If you're not using the EWO, he is also training you how to scalp. So we have all kinds of strategies where we learn how to get paid in here. Who did I just let in?
My dog is snoring, and I keep trying to kick him out.
We can't hear him.
Yeah, I don't hear him.
You will hear him. He's huge. You'll hear him. He's laying right by my feet.
Let him sleep. Let him sleep.
But that's what I was running back from. Was trying to.
Okay, hold on.
He's getting mad at me for waking him up.
My cat does that. He'll look at me like, "What? What do you want?"
What's going on, Ed?
What's going on, Ralph? How you doing today?
All right. How you trading?
Hey, Ed. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Dawn. How are you?
I'm
Don't
good.
you use the S word up here, Ed?
Hey, Bubbles. Yeah, no, I'm doing well. I didn't want to jump in when you and Raider and we're giving so much good information. Overconfidence and ignorance are two killers. So that was a great that was a great chat right there about how those two things can kill you.
Absolutely. And there are so many people who don't know that, it's like when people are in trades and they're losing money and they keep going back and doing the same thing and beating their heads up. And this is what frustrated David this afternoon. It's like, you have to have a wake-up call. It's almost like you have to have an intervention because it can be like a drug, right? Mm-hmm. And you keep losing and no one's stopping you and saying, what are you doing? You know what I mean? That's a problem. You got to learn how to stop, and just being ignorant and acting like it's not happening is not a solution.
Yeah.
So
and I think what people fail to realize is this is not gambling. You're not taking guesses. You're using information that you've learned and you're applying it to the situation. And it's like with the 2-minute EWO strategy. Yes, that is a statistic about what has happened in the past, but it's kind of like sports betting when it comes to the analytics. It is the probabilities that will also happen in the future. So you use that information to your advantage to say, well, just like Coach always says, calls on support, puts on resistance. You're using those statistical analytics to decide how are you going to play this. Are you going to channel trade? Are you going to scalp? Are you going to use a 2-minute EWO and sit there and let it ride? I'm more of the David strategy, learning one stock, which is what I've really learned in the past, since I've been here, because I made my mistakes early and I tried to get into all the different things that people were calling out. And I'm like, you know what, this is silly because I don't follow these stocks day in and day out.
Yeah.
So I started following Apple and I started listening more to David and I started going back and developing my own support and resistance line, my major and minor support lines.
Yeah.
And I've figured out over the past 2.5 weeks, I've gotten pretty dialed in on it now. So I can say, like, the past 2 weeks, I've been green every day. Is it like I'm base hits? I'm like you guys. I have a small account. It's like a $2,000 account, so I'm not going crazy in on contracts. I'm just looking for 40, 50 bucks, 60 bucks a day. And I'm out. So today I lucked out. I got in a little early on the Apple calls, and I followed it down. I didn't sell. It's good for me. I wrote it back up when it started to run with everything else, and then once it started to dip down, I sold, and I said, That's it for the day. I said, I don't know what it wants to do for the rest of the day, so I'm going to get out and I'm just going to watch and listen and learn, and that's it.
Good for you, Ed. Way to go, honey. Good
It was
job.
a tough day.
Yeah, it was.
It was a tough day.
Nate!
Yo!
Nate
What's
in the
going
house.
on, brother?
Nothing much.
How you doing?
It's always something going on. Hey, listen, I like that car, man. You riding in it right now?
Yes, I am riding in the car.
All right.
Yeah.
Those of you, did you check Nate's? If you haven't seen it, go check the video out that we posted in the morning.
Yeah,
Nate got his car wrapped. And it's fly. It's fly. Did I say fly? Oh my God.
Yeah, you did say fly.
I took it back. But yeah, it's awesome. It's pristine.
Nate, you deserve it, brother. You deserve it.
Well, I mean, it's all I got. So, do with what I got.
How's the inside? Did they detail the inside too?
Yep, they detailed the whole thing. Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, they can't wrap it and not detail the inside. Come on now.
Oh no, they did everything. Yeah, they did it. They even took all the moldings off and deoxidized them, or whatever you want to call it. Took the headlights out and cleaned them.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
They did a deep clean.
Yeah, so it was worth it. So my wife was right. I didn't need that other car.
Look, you back in love with it. Look, you back in love with it. I know that sound.
Yeah.
I would feel that way every time I washed my car.
Yeah.
I stayed in the car wash. So how'd you do today?
I ran up on that high dollar stock, that $7 a share stock, and made about $2,000, and I got out of there and took my money and ran home with it. Yeah.
I remember SLDB kind of took you for a couple dollars.
Yeah, it took me for about $280, I think it was.
And he was so mad about that. It was funny.
Yes. But Nate always gets the best revenge. He ends up taking 2-3 times the amount that he loses from the market.
It's like he's up $9,000 for the day, and he's so mad about a $280 loss.
I don't sleep good. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just don't sleep good with losses because I'm kind of a perfectionist. You know what I'm saying? So I work on.
Well, what's perfect, Nate? What is perfect, man?
Dawn, I work real hard at trying to get this thing right. I mean,
and you did it. You did it.
Yeah.
If you don't have it right,
you did it. You're a millionaire 3 times over. You got it right, bruh.
Yes.
Somebody
now
was.
If you want to get it righter, that's different.
Yeah. One of my buddies was asking me today. He was like, "I don't see how you get in on them runners when they running like that." I said, "Well, I'm gonna tell you a secret." I said, "I don't think I ever told nobody this. Y'all all know I use the L2, right?
Yep.
But when they running, I never get in on the buy side. I get in on the sell side."
I knew it. I asked you that. Did you pick up on that? I asked you that the other day. I said, do you ever buy on the sell side? Because think about it. It's already, everything that's happening is on that side.
Yeah.
And
you notice that's the slower side when the L2 is moving. That's the slower side. You can actually get in on a runner and ride it all the way to the next channel, and then the next channel, and then the next channel. That's how I get in. I didn't want to say nothing about it because I didn't know whether that was something Coach had mentioned before or something. I don't know. I'm just real careful about what I say.
And that's a good thing because you don't want to mix up new people and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I got you. Yeah, but it's still in line with Coach's teaching. You're not talking about Fibonacci retracements and all of that.
No.
You're talking about something that we talk about, which is the L2, and you're just giving us yet another way that you've been successful with it.
The golden crescent retracement.
Yeah.
Rainbow trout.
Yeah.
over the moon.
Yeah.
We need Coach in here to spit it out. Right.
Take the dog around the house.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but that's how I get in on those runners, and a lot of people say, and the thing about it, you really can't wait in the woods on those runners because they running so fast.
Because they're running.
Yeah, so.
But you know what I like about that though, Nate? You're still doing it smart because you're not just jumping in blindly. You're looking at a level 2 jump in.
Right.
Where it's going to come to and move forward from there.
That's right.
You're still not just jumping in. You're having a structure of, okay, it's going between these two channels, and both of these are over here on the south side. It's not going back over there. Nothing over there is getting touched. It's all over here. So let's see where we can start from. Let's look at the top and see where it's going at from there. I get it.
And not only that, it's the Jimmy strategy. It's waiting in the weeds. It's you pick your spot where you see all the buys coming in, and you set your level right just above that so that you get picked up when it comes back down, and then you get picked up there, and then you ride it back up. I mean, that's how Jimmy made his first million.
Mm-hmm.
That's how Nate's made his millions. That's how, I mean.
Right. All right now we talking about being on the south side, but yeah, man. But it all works the same. It all works.
It's just the opposite on the sell side.
Right.
Yeah. And I don't know. How I work. I want to make sure everybody's successful. If it's working for me, I don't mind sharing it with everybody else. Yeah, because it might work for you. I don't know, but it works for me. Yeah.
Well, I for one appreciate the advice.
Well,
I'm sure everybody else does.
Can we get some advice on chasing the runners when you have to chase them? Because I noticed they breathe a little, right?
Well,
that's kind of what he just was talking about, though.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All stocks.
That's what he was just.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Yeah, because if you look at what he's saying, Bubbles, it's like when they're running like that, a lot of times it's not going to come back over to the buy side because those pricings are too low. It's already running.
Hold on one second. I thought you are mixing two things. First, him where he waits down in the weeds. That's one of his things.
Right.
And then I was talking about, when we're chasing a runner and it's not ever going to come back to the weeds.
Well, that's the reason why.
Right.
That's what we're saying.
On the sales side is because of that.
Do you do it the same both times though? So do you do it? Okay. Gotcha.
You can do it both ways. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, because when it doesn't come back over to the buy side, think about it, it's going to stay over on the sell side.
Yep.
Right.
So then you've got to take your weeds have to transfer to
your
the
weeds
top.
have to be moved.
Right.
Yeah.
They have to transfer to the top of the sell side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not really waiting in the wind. We still waiting.
I'll watch that tomorrow and see what I see.
Well,
Yeah,
what
man.
happens if you trying to catch it, you steady trying to catch it. You see what I'm saying? So especially think about it. A lot of times when we catch a runner, it's normally doing pre-market because coach is on there with us doing pre-market. So you can't do a market order to catch it. You follow me? So you have to do a limit order. So when I do a limit order, I do a limit order off of the sale side. Yep. Because it's slower. Yep.
Gotcha.
And I pick it up every time. It picks it up every time. And guess what? You get a good position. And when it keep going, it just keep on going. And you're going to have some breathe back. Ain't nothing you can do about that.
Yeah. I wrote all that down. I got all of them.
I heard Coach
Get
say
the
one
notes,
time.
Bubbles.
I heard Coach say one time if you.
The long story short is Nate doesn't chase. He sits in the weeds one way or the other.
Tracks.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Y'all hear Coach say it all the time. If you in a stock and you worrying about the breathe back, you either in too big.
Oh, we're losing Nate.
I think he went in the matrix.
The matrix.
And the key phrase you want to listen for with Nate in the morning is always, "I'm waiting in the weeds." As soon as he says, "I'm waiting in the weeds," you know exactly what you should be doing.
So Nate,
John,
I want to know what you and Christina was. Nate, what you and Christina was arguing about this morning, man? I heard y'all.
Well, it was a stock, and we was talking about helping Jerry's kids and all this kind of stuff, and she told me to get in and to help out Jerry's kids, and the stock ended up tanking on me. in the stock, I went down. I think it was 270, 280. And I told, I said, don't ever suggest speaking to the stock again. You are not my friend. You are dead to me.
He did.
And we were just playing.
He did.
We were just playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
She's probably somewhere watching this and okay, yeah, fiddling with her phone, trying to figure out. She's probably gonna end up.
She's gonna come talk to
here.
you.
That conversation is exactly when I got in early today.
Well, if it makes you feel any better,
Yeah.
Jerry's kids
Yeah.
never recovered. They never got better today. Not at all. You're
You should
gonna
heard the
need
way
some
Mark
help
said.
tomorrow. We're gonna have to check again.
Mark said, I'm not going to get into that.
Neither did
Jerry
Jerry.
Lewis is dead.
Oh my goodness. You know, that was one of the first telethons I ever watched. My grandmother used to always put it on, and she would let me call up and we'd give $1 or $2 and my name. I want to make a donation.
Watch it, yeah.
I remember being a little kid doing that.
You used to think you were something because you stayed up all night long.
Yep.
Yeah.
And saw the acts and the actors
Stayed up
and the
late.
Yep.
Mhm.
Got to donate something. So yeah, that was a good time. Jerry Lewis,
funny
dead?
baby story. Yes, we're talking about L2. I see.
Oh
what
my
you're
God,
saying.
funny baby story. Where did you come from? You see funny baby story down there?
Nobody is answering. But yes,
Oh.
L2 is what they're talking about. Sell side. That's
I
what I
wasn't
was
even paying
asking
attention
too.
to the.
Kind of, sort of.
I wasn't paying attention to the thing. But yeah, I heard y'all. Nate, coach changed my life last night and put me on the green team. So I stayed up late. I was excited. I overslept.
He
And
did?
So I came in this. Yeah.
VIP?
I overslept. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I didn't say nothing. Y'all was in it, so I didn't want to just interrupt the room.
Oh
That's
man,
awesome,
you
Nate.
didn't let us know
Myself.
you were in there.
Yeah, I ain't wanna interrupt the room. Y'all was.
You hear
Y'all
that?
was gone.
Coach put him in the VIP.
Yeah, were you there early this morning?
Yeah. Well, not early. I overslept because I was up last night. I had a problem with my account.
Ralph, I never say anything during the pre-market. I just listen and learn.
Well, I talked during the pre-market, but during the regular zone, there's a lot going on.
Christina had her
Plus, I'm
wake
not
up
really
juice
there.
this morning, man.
Yeah,
She was
did.
co-signing
90 miles an
everything.
hour.
Yeah,
She was
Christina
co-signing
in rare
everything.
form.
You could have
Yeah.
said
Yes.
shit, and Christina would have had something to say about it. She was co-signing everything this morning.
Yeah.
If you grunted, Christina had something to say about it. I don't
usually
care.
only talk
I
when
know
it's
you're coming
funny.
on here. Come on.
I think she's probably taking a nap.
Once she wakes up, she'll be here.
You're right. 'Cause she might be knocked out right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, she was in there early, boy. She was like wired this morning.
Yeah, she was. I heard it because I said, "Dang."
That's because she probably was up at midnight and she was.
I think she
had
had been up
three
24
calls.
hours.
Yeah, she said she
Yeah.
stayed up 28 hours or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
27
I'm not
hours.
even gonna say nothing. I was because I tried to. At first, I was like, man, I'm gonna just stay up because I couldn't go to sleep. I was hyped up. I was like, Coach really surprised me with that.
That was me.
Yeah,
I
I
was
ain't know-
writing
I
down,
know how
when
to
can
act.
I sleep?
You know,
When?
and
And boy, when they started talking about them typewriters, I was like, oh my God. I kept cutting in. John was laughing at me. I kept cutting in. I said, Mark, what about this stock here? Mark, what about this stock?
I
Mark
wish we
was
could
on
do
one.
that in the afternoon. Oh my gosh. Sometimes they just
Yeah.
beat things to death. Like
Yeah.
we need a sign or something.
Get on them, Bubbles. Tell them, hey, come on, let's get back to the stocks.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to go hunting for some videos because I'm sure Carter put some gems in there for us today.
Yeah.
It's Carter time. Let's go find a couple of Carter's videos. Guys, don't forget to follow Coach on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Follow him on Instagram. and go like and subscribe to the YouTube channel that you're already on. Make sure that you are looking at Carter's videos that he's putting up every day. He puts a lot of time and effort into those videos, guys.
Dawn, I thought you was getting ready to say, don't forget to follow Coach on tour. I was going to say,
Tickets at Ticketmaster.
It could happen.
Yeah, it could happen.
Yeah, Coach gonna be the next Grant Cardone. Watch.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can see the RV now.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. American Dream Trading.
67 watching, only 41 likes. Come on, people. Smash that like button.
Oh, come on, babies. Let's get those likes caught up.
See Aldo out.
Thank you, Ed. EWO Training. Oh, yeah. Let's pull that one up. All right. Let's pull it on over here.
Yeah. What's the night? Wednesday night?
It's hump day, man. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Survivor's on tonight. Yes. I love Survivor. Yes. It's the little things.
It's basketball for me.
I love basketball. Who do you like?
The Mavericks.
Do you? Are you in Texas?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Right here, really close.
Okay. I've been following the Charlotte Hornets only because I'm a LaMelo Ball fan.
Wait a minute. Are you an X's? Are you an X from Texas?
All my exes live in
Have you
Texas.
been to Texas? Actually, I have been to South Carolina.
Oh, man.
Cool.
What?
So, yes.
Yeah.
Back when
everybody that comes to South Carolina likes South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
I did not have a good experience there.
What?
Well, you didn't stay long enough.
I was in basic training.
For real?
Oh, no wonder.
Oh, she went to the Jackson Jackson.
Yeah.
It was not pleasant, not one part of it. Leaving was really good. And
you was on Fort Jackson?
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you for your service, honey.
You're very
I'm
welcome.
about 5 miles from Fort Jackson.
You're very welcome. I was just
Jackson.
a rebellious teenager. I joined when I was 17. I told y'all it was a Private Benjamin moment.
I love that movie.
But it was Army Reserves, and I could wear my uniform to school. And that was pretty badass. You know what I'm saying? So
I bet that was sexy.
Well, and I worked for the recruiter, so I got so many people to sign up.
That would be a good weekend movie. Coach should recommend that. Private Benjamin is a classic.
It's a cute movie. Yeah,
I love it.
I've never seen that.
Eileen Brennan. Oh my
Goldie
God!
Hawn.
When they got her with the shower thing with the blue face, good God Almighty. Yeah, that was funny. Wow. All right, so huh?
I was just saying to myself, Fort Jackson, South Carolina.
Yeah, Jackson.
Yeah. No.
You got it.
Fort Jackson was nice. I'm just kidding you. I did like it. It's good.
Yeah, most people do.
Ralph knows.
We got some good people here. You know, we kind of lost back in the day sometime, but you know, we okay for the most part.
South Carolina leaves a bittersweet taste in my mouth because that's where my husband went when we first split up. And he actually, took our daughter with him down there. So that was a 5-hour drive from Baltimore, which is where we were living at the time. But I went down there. He moved down to Winston-Salem. Wait a minute. Am I thinking about North Carolina?
Winston-Salem's in North Carolina.
Yeah, you think about North Carolina.
Yeah, Winston-Salem is North Carolina, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, they're still not that far apart.
Right. Okay. The Carolinas, baby.
Couple hours.
Yeah, a couple hours. Not like Texas. Yeah.
Lived down there for 5 years. Loved it.
In South Carolina? Yeah.
Nice.
I've been here all my life. Yeah.
You can tell. That
Mhm.
accent
yeah.
is not something that is recent.
Yeah.
That was that's deep. That's pretty awesome.
Well, Dawn, see, a lot of people don't understand. I've been here all my life, but we know how to leave.
Wow.
We know how to travel and get the heck up out of here when we get tired of looking at everybody. And that's exactly what we do. We leaves.
Wow. Leave.
We leave.
But I bet you can't wait to get home when it's time, right?
Not
really.
No, not really. I mean, you miss the kids, but they kind of travel with us now, so But I like seeing people. I like seeing how other people live, and being grateful for how you live. You complain and sit around and talk about your problems. They got the worst damn problems than you got.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So it really make you appreciate life more when you get out and you see how other people live. And,
that's true.
That kind of thing. So that's why I enjoy getting out of town. And we go a lot. Yeah, a lot.
That's pretty awesome, Nate. I tell you what, I can't wait to
this
get
trading
to the
thing. This trading thing done made it better for me.
I bet it have. You can say that again.
I bet it has.
Yeah.
Bruno in the house.
Yeah.
You got to
Congrats, Bruno.
Yeah.
Congrats on your week, man. That was a big week for you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Bruno.
Yeah.
Bruno, what's up, man? I'm so proud of you, dude.
What's going on?
Bruno is off the market.
Yep, and he is officially a commercial pilot.
Exactly. Can I see the license? There it is.
Pilot.
Okay.
For police officer.
What?
Nice.
Man, go ahead on, Bruno. Hey, Bruno, next time I get on the plane, I'm going to ask for you. Okay? Is that going to work out?
I know. Who's flying this plane?
Got engaged and got his pilot's license. Holy shit.
Woo.
Yeah.
And it's my birthday in 2 days. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. And you're going to be what, 40?
40, yeah.
Look at this. All before the age of 40. Come on now.
And not only that, but he's also moderating one of the most successful stock trading community on the internet.
Yeah.
On the planet.
I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been able to study much, and I haven't flown since September, and was able to pull this off. So that's great.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because it's in there, man. It's in there. You are innately a pilot.
Muscle
you already
memory.
know.
Yeah.
And he also had to deal with that fire alarm he had last night.
Oh, some apartment was on fire. It was ridiculous.
Wow. I heard you.
But Bruno, it was for you anyway. You just had to go through the step, but it was for you. It was sitting there right there waiting on you.
I cried so much. You have no idea.
Oh, I can imagine, man.
That is awesome.
I cried today.
That's a major milestone.
Yeah, I shed a tear in private. So
yeah,
you did it, man.
Bruno, I cried today, man, when I recovered from that $280 loss.
I heard Christina jinxed you.
Oh my God! Look, I tell you what, shit, her ass will be on here now. Bruno's on here, and he said she jinxed him. So we have laid down the like 3 gauntlets, and she hasn't shown up. So I'm sure she'll show up now. Wow, that's crazy.
She talking about
congratulations, Ralph, on the VIP.
Yeah, she talking about if it make you feel any better, I'm down $5. I'm like, what? $5, okay.
That is so
I love
awesome.
Christina though. I love Christina. I'm telling you, she'll start.
I tell you what, let's hit this Ewo trading training video. Shout out to Carter. He puts a lot of work into these videos, guys. Let's hit it. It never does that.
now imagine if you lost on this one. Right now, partner, you're rich, right? Because you got in on one of these, and look at this. Even if you lost on this one and you made a little bit on this one's the payday. See it, everybody? Yeah, and we never cherry pick our trades, right? And that's the other thing you got to be careful with news too, right? Because it did all this and then it finally had a pop, but you probably got burned in here because you panicked off of this. So again, if this was your failure, you never entered this one, you can't. None of those are higher than the other. You got in here, you made money, winner. You got in here and now you're rich. That's it. Great. And there's no reason if you traded Netflix on the 2-minute EWO today, you're not successful unless you cherry picked your trade. That means you are only choosing to get into particular ones you want.
It means you're trying to pick the top and the bottom.
Yeah, it means this. It means you went, oh, I'm going to get in this one. Oh, damn, I got burned. And then you're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to get in this one. Oh, damn, I got burned. You know what? I'm not doing this one. Because you didn't do every one of them that I tell you guys to do every day. You didn't make any money, did you?
Wow.
Did you?
Unbelievable. You know?
They all are.
He says don't cherry pick, and that's why, because you never know when you're going to get that runner.
That's exactly right.
You never know when you're going to get that runner.
Some of them, I'll be like, man, this one barely made it. I just get in. And it ends up going up.
Dawn.
But,
All right, let's get the next one.
Dawn, how?
You there, Nate?
All right, this one is 30-minute strategy using candle patterns. Let's pull that one up. Once again, shout out to Carter for all the hard work that he does. Guys, make sure you go put a like on these videos and put a comment on them and let Carter know you appreciate his work.
Contact.
First 30 minutes of the day, even on Apple. That is this line that I drew right here. Everybody see this? That is till 10 o'clock. If we look at Apple, if you guys were doing the 2-minute EWO, by the way, here's your entry. Look at how it didn't do anything. It came down and went up. Chopped you. Came down, it broke through. Chopped you. Came down, chopped you. Came down, chopped you. There's your first 30 minutes of the day with Apple. Everybody see it? Yep. Kill the first half an hour. It's really hard. I don't care who you are. I don't care how many years you've been trading. The first 30 minutes is actually the most big dog doo-doo time ever. Let's draw it here on Tesla. There is exactly your first 30 minutes. Now, of course, we got to ride this down. We were calling this out. Here's your 2-minute EWO. By the way, let's break this down too, just so you're aware of it, Buck. You see how these first two candles are identical in size?
Yes, sir.
That's a
Yes,
don't
sir.
that's a don't touch it. We don't get to touch it until a candle breaks the previous high, meaning longer candle than the previous candle it was before it. You see how these two are the same?
Yes, sir.
That is not the trade candle, but that one is your winner because it's now taller than the previous candle. So let's break this down as if you're an experienced trader, you've been here a while, that means this is the entry, which is somewhere in this candle, and there's your payday, right? It pulls.
Yes, sir.
It pulls back. Everybody knows to shed. It keeps pulling. We can shed. We get very nervous up here, right? You guys could shed. It's up to you. Otherwise, hang on. But everybody in this room knows 1000%. If this breaks and holds above VWAP and we're in a put, what do we do, everyone? I don't care how much you are in or out of the money. What do we do?
Get out.
Thank you.
David.
Thank you. Right here, we're out. And now listen, we got in up here, right? No matter what, we still made money even when it pulled through. Do you see it?
Yes, sir.
Now we wait until the next directional change.
The rest of this, we don't get to trade because we got out.
Shout out to Bucket. Hope you feel better.
Okay. If we get out, we wait. Otherwise, we're scalping. We have to wait for the next setup. Now we're looking at the next setup. So here it is, a changed color. Here is your first candle that you would have entered. That's this one, because now it is larger than these other two, which means you got in somewhere around this candle. Right now, you're barely up, but it's going exactly where it needs to be. This is where that 25 to 40% is going to kick in, unless everybody, if this breaks down below VWAP and holds, do you care if it's only down 8%? What would you do?
Get out.
Get out if it goes under VWAP.
That's right. Or if you just got into the trade and it changes color, otherwise get out on that one. Moderators, you got
it. Hey, that's just what we talked about earlier today. When we first started the show. That first 30 minutes. Man, I'm telling you, it's at least about 10 o'clock. And you'll change. And then look, then went the opposite direction and hit it. I'm telling you, Bruno, you wrote down some time. Well, I wrote down some time that you gave me, what you gave us. Listen, those times are important. It seems like the market just worked like clockwork on it, no matter if it's up or down. It seems like the direction change comes around. It's like 10:30. After lunch, it's like a couple of them. I got them wrote down in my journal. Very important.
Absolutely. Guys, those of you who are not familiar with American Dream Trading, I'm telling you, make sure you click the link in the top of the chat in this video, because that is where you can join American Dream Trading. All right, way to go. Way to go. We are rolling along. The time now is 6 o'clock. Anybody got anything in particular they want to tell? Bruno, did you trade today?
I did, yeah.
How'd you do? AMD?
Yeah, on the 1 o'clock lunch hour poll.
Got puts, made some money, huh?
Let me see what the final percentage was. I wasn't even looking. I know it was green. I think it was 6%. Let me look. Just one trade. I'm limiting myself to one trade a day, and I'm not going heavy. So
less is better.
Is there future trader? What's up? Is that because you're trying to build your account, or?
No, I just want to do this challenge of
what's up
going in much smaller and just doing one trade a day and then stopping cold turkey. So
okay,
I want to see how it all comes together. Like when you're trading too big or you're going in too high on the position size.
Yeah.
A lot of times you make mistakes. So with one, just do one contract at a time.
Yeah. You're breaking it back down.
What's the rules to the challenge? It's not one contract or the one trade that I can add.
One trade per day. One trade per day. And once I go green, obviously, if I'm in it longer, I'll stay in it longer to maximize that profit. But I'm just keeping it simple. I'm gonna go back to, instead of doing 5 and 10 contracts, I'm just gonna go back to one contract and see how I do, and then compare other days and see if going in position size is just not that it's not worth it, but I'm saying I'm just trying to, I'm going back, I'm taking a couple steps back, and I'm doing it. I want to just test this out to see.
What about 2 though, to give yourself an opportunity to shave?
Two is fine. Just one trade. If it's 2 contracts, but nothing, no more. For not saying I'm never going to trade again 5 or 10 or 15 or 20. I'm just seeing how I perform mentally with just 2 contracts.
This is
Well,
really good,
and
though.
you
That's why I'm
also had a
asking.
goal. You also had a goal to achieve, and you achieved that. So
Yeah. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not done. I mean, like I said, I pay myself from the money that I make and then pay some bills and then reset and then just like kind of like coach says, pay yourself. You make a little bit of money, take some out, pay a bill. Make a little money, take some out, pay a bill.
yeah.
And I just
There you go.
paid $1,000 for this check ride. So
All right.
cash money. My man was there counting the 20s. He's like
Count.
he had $1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $6, $1,000. He made $6,000 in the span of for an 8-hour workday.
Wow.
Nice.
$6,000.
That's how you
you
do it.
turn down. So the class that you was talking about, you gonna go to. That's the money you'll be making. Like you'll be check riding people if you go do that course that you was talking about.
If I wanted to do that, if I wanted to do that, you gotta go through the the chain, not the chain of command, but you gotta go through the process and get
hierarchy.
But 6,000 in a day.
Check ride. What?
It's a check ride. It's an FAA examiner. They call it designated pilot examiner.
Oh,
And
wait a minute. Hold on. Now I'm thinking about Tom Cruise and Top Gun. Instead of being the Top Gunny, he's the Top Gunner, the instructor, right?
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
Okay. Wow. You thinking about doing that?
Give me $6,000. I think. Let me just check something real quick. Hold on. My man did this. My man did this 3 days in a row at six people. 3 days in a row.
18 G's.
It's a good week.
So what Bruno's saying is he's going to have some money to trade coming up here very soon.
Yeah,
right.
There's TJ. Get up here, TJ.
He had 4 today. 1, 2.
At 6 G's a piece.
1,000 a piece. He had 4 yesterday, and then I think 6 on 1, 2, and he had 6 on Sunday. Hold on, this guy's working around the clock.
I would too if I was making $1,000 a person.
Yeah, you're
As
at the
many
beck and
people as
call
I
of
can-
whoever wants to charter you to fly.
And he's not even from this area. He came from the East Coast to come over here. They put him up in a hotel. They got him a car rental. I'm like,
yeah.
That's
Bruno's like, trading's cool, but
yeah, not about that. Coach, we got to talk.
Hey, hold up now. We do have to weigh the risk reward. Now you are going up there with pilots that's unlicensed. Bruno is a superstar.
Bruno, you're going to be
might
busy
have
once we
somebody
all
that
become
just-
millionaires. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You might have somebody that just slipped through the cracks.
Nah, they
But
don't.
at the same time,
I'm not saying they don't slip through the crack, but if you're at that level, if you're at the end stage, you gotta have some experience.
right, you can handle it. And not only that, Bruno,
I
you
will
will take
punch-
over the plane.
I will punch somebody in the throat before they make a mistake.
It's worth it. It's worth it. That's
Karate
it.
chop them right in the throat. Okay, now you sit there. Now you sit there and think about what you did.
Wow. I mean, not the throat, Bruno. He couldn't say the throat.
Hey,
okay.
we in the air, Bruno. I mean, Don, we in the air, so anything goes. If I got some mace on you, I'm spraying. Okay, you playing with? Hey, we in the air, and you act stupid if you want to.
It was a beautiful day today, though. It was a beautiful day. Yeah, sorry we're off topic. We're not talking about stocks, but
Dude, come on. We've been talking about stocks
man,
all along. We looked at some videos. Chat. What's up?
Bruno,
Go ahead.
You reached 2 milestones in a week that most of us do not reach in a lifetime. So congrats to you again. And it's, if we're off topic because we're talking to you about what you've been through.
I'll tell you.
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll
I'll tell you how it went down. Because I think you guys will get a good kick out of this. Well, at least I did. I sure as hell did. because I did not expect what I expected. So I got what they have, two parts, a ground part and then a flying part. So you typically spend between 2 to 2.5 to 3 hours. Some people go even longer, but you spend it on the ground in an office and then you review all your knowledge. No hiccups there, got through it. Mind you, I haven't flown since September of 2025. And yeah, I'm just thinking about how it all went down. It's just mind blowing to me. So then the air was so smooth, so calm. It was just meant to be. Like, it was a beautiful day. I took off, and you literally cannot make mistakes. Like you can't make. You gotta be perfect, like spot on. This isn't me boasting. This is just how I just want to explain how ridiculous this is. So there's a set of standards that you got to meet, and you got to hit every single standard, and you have to demonstrate your ability to, because now you're at a commercial level. So everything's got to be spot on. You can't just have any old buddy up there, and they got to be able to say, this is where you're landing. This is where you got to go. I kid you not. He's just like, do you want to do the landings now? Or do you want to come back, do maneuvers in the air, and then come back and do the landings? I said, you know what? There's nobody in the pattern here. It's pretty empty. Let's do it here. When I tell you, there was one maneuver. You cut the power, and then you just got to circle back with no, like, the engine's idling, but you have no power going. And I had to cut back. You're at the middle of the airport, and you're spinning back around, and then you got to land with no thrust, no propeller. No, well,
so you're basically gliding in.
Yeah, you got to glide in.
Right.
So you got to time it. So you got to time it perfectly, because there is no second chances. There is no, well, if I'm too high, that's okay. If I'm too low, I'm going to be screwed. So you got to
no touch and go. It's not like landing.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's this thing. It's called the gliding distance. So we know the ratio, how long you can glide, and the speed has to be spot on. If you're like on by like a couple of knots, you got to be at 76 on the money. Right. So the plane comes back around. When I tell you, because I like to be high, because I could do a maneuver. They allow you to do a maneuver where you bring the plane in sideways, and then that allows you to drop a lot of altitude and not gain a lot of airspeed at the same time.
But I mean, that's dangerous being high up there doing that, right?
Yeah. Well, the higher the better, though, right?
The higher the better, though.
You should be sober, Bruno.
You have more room for error the higher.
You could take.
I'm being serious though. Like, the higher the better.
You could take away the altitude. You just can't gain it back.
Hey, Bruno, is that so you have enough wind on the wings?
What was the question?
Is that why they do that?
Well, no, it's typically for it's an aerodynamic move. A lot of people don't say it that way, but it's an aerodynamic move. So where you can come down faster, you can lose a lot of altitude and not gain airspeed. When you're straight on, as you're pushing down, the wind is hitting the propeller and it's speeding up the engine, or speeding up the propeller, because it's still moving. And as it's moving, the speed will increase, and then you're going to be too fast when you come in. So if you come in at an angle, I've showed this before. You come in at an angle, you can maintain the speed and then drop that altitude. Because once I got the runway, I can make it to the runway. That's fine. The second part is you got to hit exactly where they tell you to hit. And it's 1,000-foot marker. So if you ever look at a runway, you got the numbers and you got the stripes, and then you got the big stripe 1,000 feet from the threshold. You have to hit it precisely on that threshold, or else it's a wrap.
Oh, wow.
When I tell you, when the wheels touch down, boy, I was cursing. I'm not gonna lie, because he was a cool dude, and he even gave me a fist bump, because it's a big deal if you make a mistake. And I'm telling you this because I know this guy. I've read up about him. He had a podcast. I was reading books about him. He does not leave any room for error. Like, if you miss the threshold, you're done. Like, the exam is over, and you got to come back again and pay another $600, and then redo whatever you failed. So I was going out there, I was rocking out every maneuver I did. He had nothing negative to say about it. And then that one that was going to drive me absolutely insane, which was the one that you killed the power, and because it's all about, you got to judge the wind speed, You got to judge the airplane's momentum, the speed, power management. There's so many different moving parts. When I had that, dude, when I lined up and I got down closer to the ground and I had it, and my one eye is out the window, one eye is on the airspeed, because I'm like,
wow.
I have to be at a certain airspeed as soon as I level off, because I know that it's going to carry me to the spot and I'm going to touch down. When I landed,
Whenever you, yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. Did you have the wheels that had the little smoking or whatever? Like,
he said the smoke.
why they have so much? Yeah, why they have so much burn rubber spots on it? That's from
you got
from landing.
Yeah, you got rubber tires hitting that white,
Yeah.
nice white, or depending on what's concrete. Typically, these runways are made of concrete or blacktop.
Well, geez, them tires ain't even
So
spinning.
Bruno,
until
what
you
was
touch
more
the ground,
nerve-wracking,
right?
proposing or doing that?
Proposing.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Yeah, he forgot what he was going to say or do. Yeah.
And he says it with a straight face.
And no hesitation either.
Yeah, straight face.
No, it was proposing for sure. I mean, you got to understand, I got 300 hours, but I mean, there's still some pressure on me. There's a massive loan hanging over my head. The interest rates are astronomical. I think it's like between 5 and 6% on $120,000. The interest alone by itself is like $900 a month. Just the interest.
Wow.
And I got this hanging over my head. I got to figure out what I'm doing with work. I got everybody knowing what I'm doing, and I'm not gonna lie.
Everybody in my business.
I got some people that are in my corner, like the fiance and some close friends of mine, and they're in my corner and they're rooting for me and they're cheering for me. But then I got some people that are, and I'm not exaggerating, there's some people that are waiting for me to fall flat on my face, and it's sad. And some of those people are even on my social media, and
they're jealous
and
of you.
I don't even
wash your hands of them.
Yeah, I don't even post anything.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
post
it, Mark.
every
Wash your
accomplishment I
hands.
hit. Only, I mean, you guys know, my closest friends know, but everyone that I'm hitting, I'm not posting it anywhere, because what's going to end up happening is once I get to the end, I'm just going to pull them out. I'm going to fan them out, and then they're going to be like this in my hand. Every finger is going to have a card, and then I'm going to be like, shout out to all the people supporting me, and shout out to all the haters, because
Well, listen, brother, you have like 600 people here that really are behind you, and we're so proud of what you've done and what you've accomplished. And
I trust me, I feel it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So congrats again.
Thank you. I got when I got engaged, I got more, and none of the people that I know are watching this, but I got more congratulations from this group than aside from my immediate friends, but I got more congratulations from this group than I did, or phone calls or text messages or whatever. Then I got people that it's mind blowing. I don't understand what it is. I don't know. I really don't know. It's sad sometimes. I'd be happy for people. Like, I don't understand why.
And again, besides what you're going through in your personal life with your pilot's license and with getting engaged and all that stuff, you also are finding the time to help everybody else in this group by being a moderator, which is completely amazing. It baffles my mind how you find the time to do everything.
Yeah, there are
So
times
thank you.
I have to go silent. Yesterday was the big deal. Like, I spent like 4 hours just writing out a nav log, and I have to do it. I can't, and I knew if I didn't do it quickly, and I didn't detach from the group, I knew it was going to be an all night process if I didn't finish it quick, and I needed to go to bed to sleep, obviously.
Yeah.
But it is sometimes it's a very long process. So if I go silent, if I'm missing an action, it's there's got to be a really good reason, and that's one of them.
We know.
But no, I don't get the people that's just jealousy and hate. Like, if you got enough time on your hands to be jealous, like compare yourself to somebody else, that means you're not working. You got too much time on your hands. Like, if you put the same energy that you put
You're
into
not focused on your own
somebody,
success.
into your own self, you have something there. Like, what? Like, I don't get it.
I personally don't know. I don't know if it's because I honestly, this is what I think. I think that they think I'm some kind of schmuck, or they think that I'm not smart enough or I'm not capable enough to do something as prestigious. And believe it or not, being a pilot, going through it today in 2023, it's a lot of work and it's a lot of studying.
Yeah.
It's a lot of reading. It's a lot of comprehension. If you can't explain stuff, and I'm going to say stuff instead of shit, but if you can't explain stuff, you can fail. And if you don't understand how it works, but I think they think that I'm like, I don't know, like I'm handicapped or that I'm that I'm because
like Guido or something.
Shout out to all the handicapped people. I'm not saying like I'm saying for me, like they think that they think that
they're looking down at you.
Yeah, they're looking down at me because they're sitting up in their ivory tower.
Yeah,
and they got really good jobs. I guess that's what I'm. This is all emotions that I've been having for like the last year. And yes, I am delayed, and they think that this thing just died because I'm not posting anything. Or I mean, I posted one video, but I'm not posting the accomplishments on the milestones. But if they see a video, they know I'm still going. So it's like, and then I can't weed out who it is, but I've heard it through the grapevine. There's like people are hoping you fail, and it's not a place. They're not being genuine. Yeah, they're not being genuine about like asking me how it's going because they want to know. They're asking me because they want to know. They want to hear me say the words "I had to quit" or "I couldn't do it."
Yeah, they watch.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Listen, you need time to decompress and take care of you.
Yeah,
first and foremost. But then again, there are people in this world who need to keep their minds occupied all the time, and you seem to be one of those types of people. You just need to do something. You need to keep moving forward, one way or the other.
Yeah, well, that's what motivates me, to be honest with you.
Right.
I mean, it's nonstop. It's like it kind of pushes me harder. And I know I got some people watching me up top, and today was a prime example. Every time I go out for one of these big days, I think about all my lost family members that were very important and influential in my life. And I never told you guys the story. Remember how I said there was a guy? Sorry for ranting on this.
I love it.
Right.
We haven't heard from you in forever, man.
I was about to bring it to some more.
We missed you, man.
Just imagine how sick they are. Though.
Remember the guy that spoke up? His name was John. And I said, I have a funny story. Well, it was a very touching story to me. So I had an uncle named John. And obviously it's different in Portuguese. It's a different pronunciation. It's called João. We kind of roll it, João. So anyway, one day, this was right before I thought about I wanted to be a pilot. I wanted to get back into it. And I was with my company flying. And we went out to like, I think it was San Diego or Orange County or something like that. And there was a pilot there, and he came out to me. He's like, hey, I overheard you talking to your coworkers that you really want to go into aviation. You want to be a pilot. I said, that's really great, man. It's a really great time to do it. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of collecting all the information, trying to gather all the information. Long story short, this guy like took the time, and he was not flying the plane. He was just jumping on to go somewhere else and then to pick up another plane. So he like pulls up next to me and he's talking, kind of giving me bullet points, telling me what books to read, all this, all that, all this. Definitely do it. Like pushing, just keep pushing. And he's like, well, let me write these titles down for you. He started writing down titles of books that I needed to read and to figure out, what way I was going to go. He went like a whole page of just writing. He was just talking, oh, by the way, do this one, go to this website, go to this website, go to this one. And I said to myself, this guy doesn't know me for a hole in the wall, doesn't know me at all. Why is he spending so much time? And I look at his name tag. I shit you not. Right in front of my face. I wasn't paying attention to his name. And then I looked over, and it's the same spelling as my uncle right across the ID. And my uncle was very big at like very, very supportive, very like just like go chase your dreams, all that stuff. And he was very important to me. And he passed away a couple of years back. And
cool story, Bruno.
When I saw when I saw the ID, and I said, why is this guy so invested in what I'm doing? Like, or why is he so like caring to do all this? And I swear to God, and I'll never forget this for the rest of my life. It was like at that moment he came down and he just wanted to give me a push to just start.
Yeah. Yeah. He was an angel, man. That was him.
And it came through this gentleman, and I'm not saying okay, you got John, you got a bunch of Johns, that could be any John, but it was exactly the same spelling with a little squiggly line on the top, just like you spell it out in Portuguese. And I was like, holy!
That was a message, and he was talking through him.
I had to tell my aunt when I went back to Europe. I said, "You'll never believe this." And my aunt lost her mind. She just started bawling, crying her eyes out. She's like, "It's him! It's him! I know it's him!" I was like,
"Well, the Bible says we entertain angels unaware."
That's right,
Mark. Mark, absolutely.
That's right, Mark.
Listen, it's so funny because we're always looking for signs from up above, like show me the path, show me the way. But most of us, we see them and we either we just miss it or we ignore them. And you just happen to be in the position where you recognized it, and then you said to yourself, this is it. Like now I know.
Yep. Bobby Fox posted a cartoon thing in the membership lounge on 11/13 at 7:46 p.m. I'm sure you guys saw it. About the haters, all the people in your life that you'll come across that will try to stop you from reaching your goals. Boy, does that really apply to what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's on you can bring it up. I don't know if you want to bring it, if you can bring it up on the big screen.
All of the people who are around you don't necessarily.
It was on the 13th, Mark.
Succeed because then they have to do something. They have to work harder. They have to, they can't just sit on their couch anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So, or they'll feel bad about themselves. If you fail, then they feel better about themselves.
Exactly.
So you can be a leader, or you can be the guy sitting on the couch.
Maybe they're just not. Maybe they're just not happy. I don't know. Happy in life. I don't know. I don't know.
That's it.
I don't know. I really don't. I can't fathom. I can't understand it. She posted the engagement announcement on her Facebook post, and she immediately got like an overwhelming amount of support. And
one hater.
No, there was. Well, I'm sure there was, but like phone calls, text messages, flowers to her office, to her school,
cute, good.
Like all these things. And meanwhile, one mutual friend of mine from the past, she happened to be on her page, and she reached out, and I have yet to hear from my family. So it's
wow.
I'm not saying they're cold-hearted, but it's like, come on, like these guys, ridiculous. Like, and I'm sure they're happy for me, but it's like,
don't let the pigs drag you into the pig pen.
Yeah.
Right.
Amen, Mark. Amen.
Hey, just keep on doing what you're doing because they watching.
Yeah.
Oh,
nobody can steal your joy. You have to give it away.
That's good, Mark.
I know it's gonna be hard because it's hard for me.
Membership lounge 11/13 at 7:48 p.m. Bobby Fox.
Oh, p.m. Okay.
All right, guys. I'm gonna take this call real quick. Much love to everybody. Good to see everybody.
All right,
much love to you, Bruno.
I'll be in the background.
Congratulations.
I'll be in the background.
Bruno.
Mute.
All right, Bruno.
How you doing, Mark?
Good. I had to go over to the church and cut the form off the concrete pillar we poured and shovel all the dirt and fill the hole.
Make out with it.
Like a lot of work. I'll give it.
You good?
Oh yeah, it came out good. Sign
Nice.
gets delivered next Tuesday, so we're ready to go.
Right.
How'd you do today, Mark?
What did I do today? Oh, I did Apple. I sat in Apple all day.
Yeah, me too, Mark. Me too.
I broke the rules. I let it go below VWAP and stayed
Me
in
too.
it.
Me too, Mark.
But
me too.
I was watching them, but it was still within my allowable loss if I would have took the loss.
I got out positive, but I did.
Oh, I did too. I thought I only made 10. I thought I made 10%, but I forgot that I got in so cheap. I actually made 20% on the trade, so on 10 contracts. So that was good. So
good.
Got to thinking about that when I was over there shoveling all that dirt. I'm like, wait a minute, I made 20%, not 10%. Because I was figuring on the dollar amount that I spent on the contracts, but I got them contracts really cheap, so it worked out good. So yeah, I sat there all day for that. I mean, it was like, oh my God. And I'm looking at these other ones going down the toilet. I probably could have jumped on one of them puts, made money faster. But I posted in the chat. I told David, I'm like, I'm making money off of Apple today if it's the last thing I do. I don't care if it's $1. I'm making money on Apple. I'm riding this EWO until it dies.
And it just happened to be one of those days where you were just sitting there waiting.
Well,
waiting.
I kind of figured it was going to be anyway because of what yesterday and Monday, just, everything went up clear high. I figured I was looking to actually expected to get into a put and ride the put all day like the other ones did, but Apple didn't. Apple went the opposite direction. So so it was all right. I mean, the biggest thing I did was the very first time I've ever done shave shares, and I've never done that since I joined ADT. And that's the very first time. I kept forgetting. I posted a note right here on my monitor so I would remember to do it. So when it consolidated and hit the resistance line 3 times, I shaved 50% and let it run, and they did it again, and I shaved.
You put that up, Don?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. If you got,
that's a good one.
Yeah, it is. I like that.
That's it. That's the truth.
And it kind of looks like Bruno.
Listen.
Yeah, it does.
When it comes to trading,
it looks like.
I don't know. I think the rolling pin and the cane should be first in line. The bats seem to be a little bit more hard hitting.
Back there.
Good
God.
Yeah, look at the boss with the gun.
You want to get these goals? You want to achieve this shit? You got to get through us, buddy.
I could see the Grim Reaper with the sights and the shotgun being the last, but
I mean that cartoon is
those other weapons seem to be a little out of place.
Yeah, it says it all.
Yeah, when he was saying that, I'm like, I had a hard time finding it.
Rejection, friends, fear.
The gun's going to be hard to beat.
Ego.
That's just the people that know
haters.
you and the people you know.
Right.
On top of that,
society, guilt, all the things that can stop you. Boss.
Listen, that ain't all the thing. That's just the people you know. They got whole campaigns done.
So are guilt and doubt the guy with the axe handle, or are doubt and boss the one with the shotgun? I don't know. I can't tell.
But you know what? Half of them are just feelings. And that's what we don't realize, that when a feeling comes over you like fear, it's just a feeling. It doesn't have the power to stop you unless you stop it. Right. Unless you get in the way of it. You know what I mean? You have to let fear fear you. Fear makes things so much worse than what they actually really are. We have a habit of creating soap operas in our minds and buying into them. And we've got to stop doing that. I was doing that with trading for the longest time. I would go into trades because I was so scared of losing money that I was seeing a scenario where consistently I lost money. So what would happen?
Well, friend, that's an easy fix, though. That's a really easy fix.
So going along that same thought pattern, Don, which is why I think a lot of people don't post in the profits and loss channel on the Discord. Is because they think if they post losses that people are going to be like, well, what are you doing? Like, why are you not listening to this or that? It's a learning process.
You got to show your vulnerability.
And not
you got to
only
show your vulnerability.
Not only that, but you learn more from losses than you ever do from wins.
Yeah. You learn from mistakes.
That's true.
You can learn 10 times more from other people's losses than you can from your wins. So why not listen to what other people are saying? Listen to what they were thinking and why they lost money and why they got into trades that they got into. Whether it was because they were combining strategies or whether because they just got in with real cash because they were ready to do it. That in itself is lessons that you can learn in addition to all the education and in here.
Absolutely.
And aftermarket and pre-market. I mean, you just learn like the wealth of knowledge that you can gain just from being in this community, just from being a part of this community. It's invaluable. It really is an invaluable resource.
It is. And where I was finishing with that was, if you stop the thought, and I'm gonna get right to you, man. If you stop that right in the process of it becoming a fear, right when it's at the thought, that's where you've got to capture it. Don't give it any power, because once you let a thought transfer into a feeling, you're done. Because once it becomes a feeling, let me get this off the screen. Because once it becomes a feeling, at that point, it then has the power to take you over and you become that feeling. You got to stop it in the thought process.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get into that. We'll
Coach
get into that.
Yeah.
Coach says it, and you learn from him every day. And I was just talking earlier in the chat.
You gotta come over here.
Coach, and I think Dawn, you hit on this. Like, Coach teaches the EWO, and he tells us when there is an EWO.
There you go.
He doesn't necessarily do it himself because he can't babysit that trade. What he does is scout. But in the meantime, he tells us, hey, 2-minute EWO in Tesla, or 2-minute EWO in this, or somebody calls it out.
Yeah.
If that's a stock that you follow and you're seeing the same thing, then okay, feel free to get into it.
Hey, Dawn.
Yeah.
Did anything come out what Nate suggested the other day about on the weekend maybe do like psychology? Did you hear me?
You
Sorry,
said
I gotta let the dog out.
Yep, no problem. You talking about trading psychology?
Yeah, remember Nate was talking about that? Because I think that lines up with a little bit of fear in the market too.
It really does.
You know what I mean? I already know you work 1 million hours, so one more day. I know I feel like hate asking, but I think Nate's got something about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's no big deal. Listen, this past Saturday, I needed to take care of some stuff, but this Saturday coming up, I definitely want to do something. So I think that's cool. And some stuff here in the aftermarket. We got 2 more days left this week. Let's touch on that Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I think that's something that we need to definitely address. I think it'll help a lot of new people, and I think it'll help those of us that are struggling. That have been in here for a while, because a lot of it is mindset.
Yeah.
You gotta weed out those. We talk about waiting in the weeds. You gotta weed those weeds out of your mind before you can trade. You
gotta learn how to take the emotion out of it, and that's what.
You gotta learn. You gotta learn how to be clear when you're going into trading.
That's the one thing you learn from Coach is that, like, you can see, Coach can lose 6,000-7,000 or whatever in a day, and it doesn't phase him because he has that mindset. Take the emotion out of it. I'll get it back. I know what I'm doing. I'll get it back.
Focus on the process,
and with new people, you should not ever be losing that much because you should not ever be going in that deep in the first place because you are new. You are a new trader.
Yeah, you're saying don't get emotional about it.
Yeah. I think if we put more focus on the process than our feelings, I think we'll be a lot more successful.
Hey, Ralph, was you going to say something?
Yeah, so Ed, you gonna let me get it out, brother? You gonna let me get it? I don't need no help. I don't need no help for this. Ed. You laughing at
Ralph.
Go, Ralph, go.
I got the solution for you. It's right here. It's just
Talk
simple.
to us,
you don't
Ralph.
have to have the emotion. So Ed was on it. And all you have to do before you go into a trade is ask yourself before you put it on, am I breaking any of the rules? Right? Coach got a whole list of rules. Most of the time, whenever you mess up in the trade, you broke one of them.
I remember in the pre-market this morning. Yeah, remember in the pre-market this morning, we were saying, "Oh, this is a 5-star trade because of this, this, and this, and this, and this," and the stock went up, didn't it?
It damn sure
People
did.
made money on that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how my morning went. I put 2 trades on because I was, trying to run a straddle that I straddled $1 because you can't really do like a put. That's neither here nor there. So I had the trade on, right? And tapped me in, went down, trade was good, locked it in, break even. The other one I had a real high. So news coming out, right? I had the second one, I'm ready for a drop. I'm like, I'm good. Anytime coach come in the room, I just stop. I don't even care about a trade because, listen, if you got a trade on, and that trade goes bad, it shouldn't affect your account neither way. If you following coach's rules and that trade goes bad, it should not affect your account. Why? Because it's not going to take no more than 3% if you follow the rules right.
Yep.
So when coach start talking, that's more valuable than the trade in the first place, right? So I'm listening, and then I hear the trade go boom, boom, and then they were like, as soon as he came on, they were like, okay, the CPA data came out. I'm trying to get out of the trade before the news, and I forgot. I took one off because I had like another one up under that one, but I forgot about the pound. As soon as the news came out, tapped me in, whipsaw me, boom. It was like 1% down. Right there, I was 1% down. Like, it don't even matter. You know why? Because what Coach was talking about was more valuable than the trades in the first place. I'm here to train anyway, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I followed the rules. So you don't have to put no emotion into it. When you go into the trade, and David mentioned this early, you should be prepared for whatever happens during this trade. I'm fine with that. If it goes up, good, move on. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why. That's the reason why you're having trouble right there.
Yeah, and one thing you also
going to lose 10%.
Like the new people, what the new people have to realize too.
I guess I'm done there.
If you are, and I'm sorry, Ralph, but if you're getting in on the pre-market,
but I'm still going to say what I'm going to say.
I know. Yeah.
I guess I'm done. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Ralph. You can. Do you want to finish your point, and then I can get it.
Go ahead, Ed. I done lost it now. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ed.
I'm sorry.
The man acknowledged. Just
I just wanted to say that, like, for new people getting in, especially those that want to listen to the pre-market. First of all, you shouldn't be in the pre. If you're a very new trader, you shouldn't be in the pre-market. And you shouldn't trade the first 30 minutes of the actual market because you don't know what you're doing yet. But if you do want to listen, you got to realize, because I did hear somebody today ask a question about placing an order pre-market that never filled. And the reason why it never filled, and he did it a couple days in a row, was because he was placing a market order in the pre-market, and market orders aren't going to fill. And then he also, he didn't place a market order. He had a stop loss on it.
He had a stop on it. Yep.
Yes, exactly. So you have to know the pre-market rules. You have to know that you can't have a stop loss in pre-market, and you can't place a market order. And if you do place a market order, that order is not going to fill until the market actually opens. Right. So,
and we still having people saying, "How do you put a stop in?"
That's why Coach said.
Yeah.
That's why one of his big rules is the very first thing you need to get to grips with is your mechanics. You have to know how to get in and out of trade, whether it's pre-market, in the market, or aftermarket. Know the mechanics, know how to get in and out of trades. That's the very first thing you need to learn.
Are we talking about the same one that said, well, I made such and such, should I get out of it?
No, I don't.
No,
not that guy. A different guy.
Like $800,000, and it was starting to drop. He's like, "Well, how do I send it?"
Right, yeah, that's who I'm talking about. I could not,
right.
Dude. I'm like, and this person is in the mornings listening with us. So
wait till tomorrow morning.
What happened? What y'all talking about?
Oh, I couldn't get over that.
I'll be on
it. What happened?
I couldn't get over that one, Mark.
The one guy who said he was in the pre-market, he didn't ever ask us anything or say anything in the pre-market, and he waited until the bell to ask the coach too. So if you're just beginning, that's probably not the time.
Ralph, again, I'm so sorry. I'm on a bit of a delay here, so I'm sorry that I interrupted you and your train of thought.
You're all good.
No, you good. You good, Ed.
But the questions that were asked it was stuff that was really basic that he should know. And especially if he's going to be in that heavy and that deep, that he was already in the trade. And there was basic stuff that he didn't know that,
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the 80 contracts and can't drag up. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, why are you trading and you don't know this basic stuff?
Right.
I done heard the voice a couple of times. Sometimes, I mean,
he does ask a lot of questions. He does ask a lot of questions. He's learned a lot in the free market hanging with us.
Yeah, he is.
He's getting. You could see his knowledge growing, but he does.
Yeah.
Wait till
that one was like, oh my God! I knew you were going to do that, Mark. I'm like, oh my God, Mark is going to kill him.
But are y'all talking about Joe?
We ain't naming names. We're not going to name names.
Okay, but that's not who we're talking about. Who Ed is talking about was a guy who couldn't get his stops in. So I know I remember what y'all were saying.
No,
Okay.
but Bubbles, it wasn't somebody who was trying to get
it was pre-market.
It wasn't somebody that was trying to get a stop in. He was his question was he was not getting filled until the market opened. He was putting in
it was sitting
pre-market
there, right.
order, but he was not getting filled until the market opened, and he was wondering why that was.
Ted's trying to get in.
The reason was because he had a stop. He was trying to put a stop loss in.
It didn't alert me, huh?
So because he had the stop loss in, because he had the stop loss in, it wasn't taking. It wasn't going to make it an order until the market opened. So, hey Ted.
Sorry about that, Ted. It never alerted me that you were in the back.
Oh, that's right.
Give me a little tone.
That's right. I thought maybe it was like a super VIP.
well, you would be the most superest of the super VIPs, Ted. So.
Yeah. Did it change?
Did what change?
Still NVIDIA, and I see Tesla.
Yeah, you know what? It's pretty much, it was the same.
Is the elf on the card today? I can't see
stayed
the
at my
card.
Disney yesterday, and I was so lucky today. Oh my God.
Wait a minute, Bruno manned up back there.
Elf was greatness.
Bruno's like, okay.
Bruno,
what's going on, Ted?
Yeah, Elf was fantastic today. I swear to God, I think there's some.
I got the Brady Bunch moment. Woo woo!
I love what Coach said earlier.
Thank you guys.
When Ted first mentioned Elf, he's like, "Oh, here we go."
Here we go.
What's
but
up,
it was glorious. Glorious.
Elf has been doing great, Ted. I'm great.
Ted, why do you show up 2 hours in, man?
Because I need
conference calls, done.
And I had some errands. Are you closing it down? I just thought I'd say hi real quick.
Oh, yeah, in a little bit, yeah. But no, I'm not gonna close it down without you saying hi. What's up, man? You made some money today?
I did. 4,200. I'm up.
Oh.
I'm up almost $40,000.
Ring the bell.
Woo!
That's what's up, Ted.
You the
nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I got out of my own way.
Sometimes that's what it takes.
Well, it's also a bull market, right? So
that's why I say you're one of the superest VIPs. So you would be in. You would be in regardless. One of us would get booted out before you.
Well, what's interesting? You talk about diamond hands. What's interesting is this whole elf thing was a huge test of my diamond hands. Right? I had a long-term play, and when I saw that the stock went down to 90, I said, okay, that's a buying opportunity because they had just reported. And you know, this is what we talk about: getting to know the stock, getting to know the company, because you know, deep inside there, you see the real value as opposed to what the market's telling you. And the real value was it had to go up because it went up in subsequent quarters. So by being out 90 days, I could be patient, I could lay it out, and I had no idea that I really do think that this company that was trying to short and spread rumors that they were tied to a sex cult backfired on them, and they keep on trying to get out of it. They keep on trying to beat it down, and it keeps responding. So it's owned by a lot of institutions. I think the institutions are fighting back against this short seller, and it seems to be doing well.
Wow, that's
awesome.
This is going to be the one time that I really stuck to my guns and you know kept my hands tied behind my back. You know, because
which they will always do.
They
will always do.
Yeah.
Okay, so
after that elf.
I made a statement earlier, Ted, and Bruno, you too, right? Where I told Ralph that, listen, you know, the 2-minute ERO strategy has really helped me be better at entering in trades and learning how to hold on to them and let the runners run. But I think I actually prefer scalping, you know, I really do. I think I'm a little bit better at it because it doesn't give me a whole lot of time to think. And stomach through some of the stuff that I don't seem to know. In other words, I hold on way too long, and I don't take my profit when I should do it. I have a problem with that. And scalping helps me not do that. So I think I'm going to switch my strategy up a little bit and do a little bit more scalping, because when I first learned, it was how to scalp. So I think I'm going to go back to that and use the E-minute, the 2 minute.
What stocks did you trade today?
SPY.
So get out of SPY. I mean, this is the thing. Every time I go to SPY, SPY, I got to tell you, it's not a lot of fun. It won't behave the way that you think it's going to behave, or it will delay and you'll be there at the wrong time. There's so many better stocks that you could be trading. So don't draw your
I agree.
Based on SPY. What I would do is try the Apple play again, but knowing what you know now, right? That when it's so funny, because we used to have a Jimmy to English translator.
Yeah.
in terms of, right? You would say things.
That's on the bookshelves now. Well, it will be on the bookshelves.
And that's not a slight against Jimmy. He's extremely good at honing in. And when he was saying waiting in the weeds, he was basically describing Apple in the chop. The weeds are where you've got the choppy situation, where it's kind of just doing its thing. And he basically was describing that world. So the Apple trade, what you need to do is learn the entry point, right? When is the chop going away? And that's when Jimmy would say he was waiting in the weeds, waiting for that movement that was all important. And I remember somebody today that was saying, with Apple saying, why is it hugging? I don't want to be in this trade because it's so long. And we were like, be patient. And like within 20 minutes, what did it do?
I don't want the microphone.
Hi.
Hi, Charlotte.
Hi, Charlotte. Look, I just hear it again. Charlotte, I'm gone. Where did I go? Charlotte, I'm gone.
I see the strap.
Here I am.
Say hi. You said you wanted to say hi tonight, so say hi. Come on, hurry up so everybody can get back to what we're talking about. Say hi.
Hello.
Say hi.
Does that make sense, Don?
Yeah, it actually does.
So don't judge SPY, because that is an anomaly. That's an outlier, right? It's a 0 day. Oftentimes you're trading on a 0 day, and that's even more complexity. So
yeah.
Bruno, did I put you to sleep, or do you agree with that?
No, I agree with that wholeheartedly, Ted. But I also feel where Don coming from, though, because Apple has been extremely choppy these last couple of days. But guess what? Don got 3 things on her list, so I can remind her. You see them, Don? I know. I'm gonna help you out, though, Don.
What?
I know. So you have Apple,
AMD,
you have
and SPY.
You have AMD, and then you got NVIDIA, but that's scratched out. But what's left? So SPY is hard. Apple is choppy. Did you even look at the AMD chart today?
I didn't.
Because it was a straight drop, friend. It was a straight drop. Like, you could have got to put 2 times.
Okay. Well, hey, that's see, the cool thing is in me realizing that I'm more comfortable scalping, I can start to look more at stuff like that. And I'm actually comfortable. Yeah. I mean, I get the whole thing about how volatile SPY is, but when you spend a lot of time staring at it and looking at it and knowing when it starts to do what it looks like when it starts to do that drop, and you're able to get in and capitalize on it more than 3-4 times, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're consistent at it and you can
have you bounced that off of Coach your
no.
Okay. I'd ask him about it.
I mean, huh? Yeah, I plan on
you don't even have to, because you know that he's listening.
I know. And he's probably gonna tell me no, but at the end of the day, I'm a big girl, I'm gonna do what I want. So you know what I mean? Right. I'm gonna do what I want anyway. And he knows that. But here's the thing, I wouldn't do it if I wasn't sure that I could do it. and I keep proving to myself that I can
Yeah.
do it. So I'm
But
like,
you know what, Don?
that's where my head is at. You know
The
what I
thing
mean?
is, but I know that you're saying that, but the thing is, a stop would have solved this, right?
Who said I didn't have a stop?
Well,
Yeah, it was a
wait,
successful trade.
if the stock went up and then it went down in your EWO, you didn't have a stop.
What are we talking about?
What you mean?
Why do we switch up to stops?
The other day, because you're talking about EWO strategy, you still have to have stops in an EWO strategy. And the
What
other
are
day,
you talking about? I said I'm scalping.
Yeah, I'm lost, Ted.
No, you
Why
said
are you
that
talking about EWO? I said I'm scalping. I discovered today that I'm better at scalping.
Let me back up.
Okay.
Yesterday we had a conversation where you said, and you prefaced your decision to trade the scalp was because you didn't know when to get out. And I would argue that if you played the EWO strategy the right way, you would have moved your stop up, and it might not have been ideal, but you would have gotten out at some sort of profit.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking
see
about
what you're
now.
saying. I see what you're
At
saying.
first you lost
Yeah,
me.
but you know what?
I was like, what the
Yeah,
hell
that's not why. That's not why I'm switching to scalping. It has nothing to do with my stop. I feel you though.
Well, then,
but yeah,
go to the
stop
recording
is-
because that's precisely what you said. You said you don't know when to get out with the EWO, and the thing is, if you have your mechanics in place and you put a stop in place that is okay, I'm making some money, then that stop will save you from yourself.
Okay, I get it,
That's
but
true.
I don't feel like doing that. You're not
Okay.
listening to me. I don't
All
feel
right.
like sitting in a trade all day. Okay? Period.
Whoa,
With a
all right.
stop, without a stop, is neither here nor there. I don't feel like
Stop
sitting in a
will
trade all
take care
day.
of that for you.
I like getting in and
All right.
getting out
Look,
with some
Don,
green. Period.
I'll back up. Whatever you feel is
Okay.
good. I apologize.
I get you. Yeah, I get you. But it's dude. I'm so spent with it. It's like I like getting in and getting out, and I've been successful with it. So I'm gonna stick with that and try to build on that. You know what I mean? And try to. I'm not always gonna try to do that with SPY. I want to go to AMD, but I'm not jumping around. It's those three stops: Apple, AMD, and SPY.
Look, we all have to find our own personal trading style, our own rules that we follow, and I'm here to acknowledge that if scalping, if you feel that scalping is the way to go, then you should do that. I will say to the general audience that's watching, scalping is the most advanced topic compared to the EWO strategy, and that's why
it is. It is.
But
Can I
you
tell
know
you guys
what?
a funny story?
I feel ready
Don,
for it.
As a leader here,
Yeah, Don ain't a new trader though.
As a leader here, I just want to impart that you should at least warn people that the scalping strategy is filled with a lot more risk than the EWO strategy.
I always do.
Well, that's what we do.
They know that. I always do.
You guys, can I jump in real quick?
When I start every day, sure, give me 1 second. Every day we start with the rules. And one of the rules, in fact, what is it? Rule number 3 is if you are not good at scalping, you should not be scalping. You should be in a 2-minute WO strategy, period, end. If you're a new trader, it teaches you how to get in. It teaches you how to hold on and stay in a trade and let the runners run. And it teaches you how to put in stops so that when the runners aren't running, you don't lose your money. You don't lose your shirt. Every day.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Don, and I'm not here to tell you how to do your own thing.
And shut the hell up.
I said I apologize for came off that way.
Hey,
I love you.
My son,
what you said.
What
my
rules
son
that?
turned 18 yesterday. He could not wait so that he could open his own trading account. And I cannot tell him what to do. So, all of you, while you mean well, you do kind of sometimes embarrass grown folk when you talk to them that way in front of 500 other people. So, maybe you might side message them if you think they're doing something wrong instead of just, telling them how they should trade their own account.
That's true, Bubbles.
Bubbles.
That is very true.
Can I say
Shout out
something
to
real
Bubbles.
All right. But anyway, Ted's just trying to look out for people. That's all. That's all.
I know.
It's all
Not just Ted. It's not just Ted. I'm not.
I know.
I want to
Everybody
be
does
clear
it all day long.
I want to be clear. I was just giving you a hard time about the challenge. I was just giving you a hard time about the challenge. That's all I was doing. I wasn't saying your account. I was just saying the challenge.
Oh, the
in the
Evo
beginning.
challenge, yeah.
In the
Yeah,
beginning,
the
yeah. I
Evo
just I was
challenge
just giving you a hard time
is
at the
there,
challenge.
and
Okay.
I
Yeah,
know
You guys all
that's
know
it.
I'm new, right?
That's all.
you
I'm
taking
like you.
bucket
I was
spot.
gonna argue with her too about sending us up on the Apple challenge first, and then the Evo challenge, while
Yes,
she
that's
goes
why I
off in
was
a
like,
whole
thank
different
you.
direction completely.
That's why I was
No,
thank
I
you for
told
coming
you
to
guys
help
I
me. I
have
saw you in the chat
ADHD.
with that.
Are
Come
we
on now.
following you or not?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean,
Thank
how
you,
are you
brother.
following me? If you guys are doing it, that's fantastic. I'm a leader. I initiate.
There you
You
go.
But you're
There
follow
you
supposed
me
to
and you
do it
go.
run.
too.
Good point. Good
You know,
point.
lead by
No,
example.
no.
So
Yeah.
let me just say something real quick.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you guys all know I'm new, and I've been
Mhm.
watching you guys and like learning as much as I can. You guys have been a treasure trove of knowledge. So I appreciate you, all of you. But like the last 2 days, I kept hearing green team, green team. Everybody joined the green team. And I was so excited this morning. I was going to jump in and try to do early morning trades, right?
Uh-huh.
Um, but I started feeling that sense of FOMO, like I was missing out because I wanted to be part of the cool team, right? So this
Okay.
morning, I jumped on for like a minute and I said to myself, what am I even doing here? I don't know. I barely know the EWO strategy, barely. I was like, what the hell am I doing here? These guys are so much more advanced. They know what they're doing. I don't know how to even set up a trade yet. So I jumped out this morning, but then I got that FOMO again. And what I did was instead of doing the stock on the paper trade, I did option. But instead of doing a call, I did a put on accident. So as soon as that happened, I stopped the trade. I said, you know what? I'm just getting too hyper or too anxious to jump in and learn. So I got out of the trade and I stopped and I just jumped on and I started learning more trading today. But it's just I just want to say from the outside looking in, seeing all of you being so successful, and you guys are, it's I want to be like you guys. And today was one of those moments where if it was real money, I could have lost real money.
Yeah.
But
I'd
I'm
encourage you to
so happy.
still come into the
Yeah, that's
pre-market.
what I was
I
gonna
don't buy stock
say. Yeah.
half the time, two
Yeah.
thirds of the time. I always
Yeah.
have a plan
You don't
each
have
day.
to.
Come and just absorb, learn how to look at the LQ,
Yeah.
see what people are looking at. Come and just
Absolutely.
you learn by just being there. You know.
Yeah,
And
and
you
I
know,
want to
have to
say
trade.
we'll
thank
end
you.
up getting into conversations about the EWO, even with the
Yeah.
L2 and all of that. Mark
Yeah.
is
I mean,
excellent at that, at charting, all of that.
yeah,
Right.
most of the pre-market is more of a scalper's paradise. You're in for a
Right.
short
It's
period of time.
advanced.
And
You know.
nobody's going to knock on your door if you lose all that $1 million.
Right.
Right.
So go
Right.
crazy. Learn all of it. Learn how do you want
Yeah.
it set up.
But hey,
Learn how,
Come
you
and
know.
sit. You know, ask this
But
in the
can I?
pre-market. We're all laid back, and the mics are open, and we
Oh
we
yeah.
laugh.
it's casual. You can ask any
There's
questions you
always
want.
somebody
How do
who
I
leaves
do
their mic
this?
open.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Listen, everybody is
Now,
right,
this
and I want to.
morning, we admit
That's
we were in
true.
Somebody's
rare
snoring.
form. Christina was in there, and we were in rare form this morning, doing a lot of laughing and joking. But a lot of
Yeah.
times,
It's a good way
sometimes
to
you'll
wake
come in
up.
there. Yeah, and sometimes you'll
Mhm.
come in and you won't hear anybody talking. It'll be just like straight trading. So you
Right.
never know what you're going to get, but it's all
Right.
Yeah.
good. It's all
But
good. You're going to
and
Hey,
always be able to get something good out of it.
hey
today
Jay.
wasn't an easy day in pre-market. Like Monday and Tuesday were really easy days in pre-market. Today was kind of like, yeah,
Right.
you
Right.
know.
Right. Absolutely.
Jay, it really didn't
Yeah.
it didn't matter that you were the great thing is you're in the paper trading account, so that's the good news, right?
Right.
What you've learned the easy way, right? Not the hard way. You've learned the easy way by being in paper trade that you need to work a little bit on the mechanics. And by the way,
100%.
I want you to know that Jimmy, he's kind of a legend in our community here. Jimmy did that. I've seen Coach do that. Do a put versus a call. It's very easy to make that mistake. So understanding the mechanics that you're learning in the paper trade account is probably the most important thing there. And treat that as a victory because you realized it, right? And you
Oh,
realized it
yeah.
without having to pay for it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But listen, shout out to you for not giving in to the FOMO. And I want to point something else out too. The pre-market is like everyone said. Everybody is right. Everybody that said that talk, they're right. That was advantage. And so they don't have no stops in the pre-market, right? Pre-market wasn't even a thing when I first joined ADT. Like if you was a new trader, off limits. You know what I'm saying? Like, we wasn't allowed to trade pre-market. So, like they said, come in. Listen, every day is not going to be a trade day. I'm talking about whenever you start trading with real money, you go live. Every day is not going to be a trade day, right? But this doesn't mean you don't come in. You need to show up every day. You need to show up, train, paper trade. If you ain't researching, doing it, because I'm telling you, over trading will lead to losses or giving back profits, right?
Right.
So you want to get in the trade, get up, and then after that, just because you're not trading don't mean you're not working, right? So
something that Bruno is doing right now, it ties into what Ralph is just saying. He's going back to just doing a couple of contracts in one trade. Break it down. You don't want to do more than 1 to 5, maybe even 1 to 3 when you're brand new. 1 to 3 to 5 trades a day, period. Because if you do more than that, it is going to lead to over trading, and which is going to lead to revenge trading. Because at some point you're going to lose in there, and you're going to want to try to get it back. So just narrow it down to a couple trades a day, and then the rest of the time training. Just keep yourself in the mindset of what to do with the mechanics, but then go right back to training. You know what I mean?
Jay, what service do you have? VIP?
Yes.
Oh, okay. He's got all kinds of videos, man. And Dawn's over here always posting videos. Look at them videos, man. They are winners.
Yeah, I recently went through every single one of the 2-minute EWOs, and I just started looking at order book training and drawing trend lines and breakout indicators.
Nice. And don't be afraid to watch the same video over and over again until it really resonates with you.
Yeah.
Did you see the training video section in the Discord?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because they have playlists over here on the channel and specific playlists over there under the training videos. So they're really good. Awesome.
I am so happy. I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much. I just updated. Well, I just bought a new computer. It's being shipped. This laptop is really old, so forgive me if it's coming through slowly.
I don't know if you want to get rid of that, man. I mean, there's a lot of people that are successful on old laptops.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Oh, no, that's the truth. This is as old as my son.
Yeah, Jimmy, Nate. Oh my goodness, these guys are killing it with these old laptops. You might want to hold on to that. I mean, get your new
one. All we can see is your eyeballs up.
Huh? Oh.
All we can see is your eyeballs up. There you go.
Yeah.
Now we can see you smile again.
We thought one was in the woods.
With that said, I have to go. I have to get ready for jiu-jitsu. So you guys have a great night. Thank you so much for everything. I appreciate all of you.
Thank you for being here.
Don't bring nobody up now.
Jay, jiu-jitsu is great training for tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I love it.
And don't forget, if you have questions, to put them in the Discord. Coach is always in there. All right. Even if he doesn't answer them, somebody will.
Okay. 30. Sounds good. Bye, guys.
All right. See ya.
See you, Jay.
All right.
And with that being said, I'm probably going to go ahead and close down, guys, if nobody has anything else.
Thanks for being here, Dawn.
Hey.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Mark's like,
4 a.m.
Thank you,
Eric.
Coach.
Yeah.
Let's go,
Eric. You, Coach.
Go pour some more concrete, Mark.
I'm done. Actually, my buddy he's a contractor. He just sent me a text. Hey, since you're so good at concrete, now how about coming working for me tomorrow? I said, yeah, if you pay me what I'll lose in trade tomorrow, I'll come work for you. And I do go work for him if he needs help. But,
that's awesome, Mark.
I mean, I go work for him for free if he really needed it. But we've been friends for 30 years. So.
Right.
No, I probably won't be able to get out of bed in the morning after today.
You can do it, Mark.
Wow.
Eric, are you doing your show tonight? Do you want us to promote your evening show?
Yeah, Eric Smoto does TikTok late at night. So yeah, if he's on tonight, I'm usually knocked out by that time.
Eric.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I stayed up all
What's he
night
talk
too.
about? What's he talk about?
He kind of
What's
promotes
the scene?
Coach. I think he also
does
talks
he?
about motorcycles, motocross.
Motocross and stock training, basically, which is
I was
awesome.
never allowed to have one of those.
Guys, don't forget the tip jar is available. It is located right in the description of the video, also under the moderator's tip lounge. If you like the show and you like the content that I'm bringing and the hosting skills, feel free to leave a tip in the tip jar if you like the education that we're providing. Thank you so much for everybody that's being here. Don't forget the link to AmericanDreamTrading.com is posted right to the top of the chat. And that'll also, if you're on the replay game, that'll also be in the description of the video as well. So
See that? Eric said he doesn't talk motocross.
He
only
doesn't
stock
talk
animals.
motocross, so it's straight stocks for
There
Eric.
we go. There we go.
All right. Cool
There you
beans,
go.
man. Yeah,
And
if
he
I'm up
opens every
tonight, I will
show
try to
saying,
get over there.
"Let's go."
What's the name of your channel?
Same if I'm up, but I doubt it.
I think it's Eric Smoto, the same as it is on Discord.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah, because I
You can
follow.
if you
It's,
search under TikTok, you can find him. It's Eric with a K.
Yep.
And then Smoto.
Right.
Smoto.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Don.
All right, guys.
Going
Thank
out.
you for being here, Ted. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Bubbles, Mark.
Good night.
Good night,
Right.
Future
See you in the
Trader,
morning.
Ed,
Take it easy.
Bruno, everybody
Good
down in
night.
the chat. Yes,
Tomorrow's
sir.
another day.
Hi, Bruno.
Bye, night, John Boy.
Ted, you talking smack? Ted, you talking smack?
Yeah, he was.
He was talking smack, and I told Don to let him in.
Yep.
He's talking smack.
See, you know that's hey, what are you gonna do, man? No
I
appreciation.
don't know what's got into Ted lately.
No appreciation.
He's kind of like a version of you, Ralph.
Oh,
I'm rubbing off on him, ain't I? I done got him too many times. Hurt
Smacking
people, hurt
down.
people. Yeah. Hurt people. So I'm gonna stop it. I'm
yeah,
gonna
it's
stop doing
supposed to be
that, 'cause
people helping
it's-
people, not people hurting people.
Not people
Yeah, I
pissing
know.
people off.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna
Hey,
stop it.
real quick though.
You notice I ain't do it today.
Real quick though.
Yeah.
Anybody get the VIX on AMD?
Bruno.
No.
Got what?
The VIX.
Bruno, stop it.
No.
Stop it, Bruno. You gonna make me go to my old
Mashulo. Stop,
You talk about the
Mashulo.
VIX? But
No,
Coach,
Yeah.
Coach,
Mashulo,
what
no.
do you think about the VIX?
Listen.
Coach, what do you think about the VIX today, Coach? I don't understand.
This is
Wow.
good,
No,
man.
Cliff.
It is the stock.
Cliff for
It
me.
is the what is it
Hey,
called? The indicator that shall
I
not
don't
be
know
named.
what the big deal is.
I'm gonna get.
If somebody says something and then somebody says something else, and I just feel like it's groups in here.
I'm gonna get a. I'm gonna get.
Every
I'm gonna get a T-shirt that says "Got VIX."
Oh man, damn.
I'm gonna show. I'm gonna show up one day and be like, "Hey guys, anybody got the VIX?"
He's back.
My flight got canceled already for tomorrow. So.
Uh-oh.
I miss Bruno when
Looking
he
forward
was
to
gone.
I
miss
know,
Bruno.
man. You're truly missed
I
when you're
missed him
gone.
when he was
Bruno.
gone.
Yeah, I
You
couldn't
add
come
something,
on.
dude.
I couldn't come on because if once I come on, I am never gonna get off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely add something,
Hey,
man.
We got some really
You
nice.
needed the break.
We got some really nice setups here. I see all these computer setups. You guys are making me jealous.
I mean, Mark Massey and Future Trader, those guys, man. I don't know what's going on there. You didn't say nothing about my LED
I gotta
lights. You
get
don't
my
like my
light.
LED lights? You know?
It's nice, little disco-y.
I'm in the matrix.
Disco ball behind you.
Right? Actually, it's a clear earth. But you guys see the bass down there? Bass
Yeah.
guitar? Yeah.
What ba- oh, the
I
bass
was
guitar.
jamming out right
Yeah,
before
man.
right before the stream. I think I'll go back to it for a little bit.
You
Well, you
pretty
guys-
good though, Don.
Huh?
You pretty good though. You shocked me. You know what I'm saying? You know, like some people be like, you want to hear me jam out? And then they start playing and you got to fake like you like it. I ain't have
Yeah.
to do that with you. You're pretty good,
you.
friend. I ain't gonna lie about that. I don't want to toot your horn too much. Now, don't mess up when you go back out there, all right? Because people gonna just act like. But you're pretty good though, friend. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my God, Brad already posted.
What? What'd he post? What'd he post?
He said, "Make the VIX great again." Probably. Oh my God.
Make the VIX great.
Oh my God, man.
With a picture of Trump.
I'm telling you, though, Brad's pretty fast. He's getting as fast as the girls in the Discord.
Because Brad, you need to put Trump with that. Oh my God.
He's everywhere. You talking about what is it, Brad? He's everywhere.
Yeah, Brad's crazy. Shout out to Brad. Shout out to Trader Vaughn. I saw you guys come down in there. Oh man, it was somebody else.
Coach is floating around on his mobile device. I see him.
Coach is in here.
Coach, shout out to Coach.
I don't know. I'm sure he's floating around in here, but I see him.
He's on
his cell phone.
No. Let me tell you something, Bruno. When I saw Coach logo pop up, I said, "Oh, not another scammer, man." No, you know how they steal the face. I almost missed out on a life-changing opportunity if I would have just neglected that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like the ones that steal and try to message you.
Listen,
what he DM'd you on TikTok? I mean on Twitter.
On the Discord.
Okay.
On the Discord. Yeah, you know how they be stealing, like they even got coaches pictures. Like when I opened up a message, it just went straight down because I don't never respond to them. You know?
Right. Wow. Something in you must have felt that was the right.
Listen, he knows the work. He knows that you're always hanging out with us. He heard your story and the man blessed you.
Yeah.
Now, don't take it for granted.
I appreciate it.
So I better see you at 8:15 in the morning.
I'll be up
8:15. Try 4:00.
With the toothpicks in the eyeballs, like wide awake, ready to learn.
Yep, I'll be there.
I'm glad, Ralph.
I'll be there.
What is it today? Wednesday? Oh, you don't have a 90 Day Fiance show, do you?
I actually don't do it anymore.
You don't?
No, only because I'm so wiped out, from 4:00 in the morning. And then when I get done with this, I'm like, man, I don't have the energy to do it. So I'm just going to come up with something different. You know what I mean?
Did you see the one with the chick from, I want to say Colombia?
I haven't been watching it.
Oh, you haven't? My fiance, that's weird saying that.
Consider what we're talking about.
She loves it watching it on Sundays. Is it Sundays? Sunday night?
Yeah, it is. It is.
When I was with her, when I was off and I was here, I was hanging out with her on Sundays and she was watching it. But I saw the one with the Colombian girl. She's just like, and she got a whole bunch of plastic surgery done.
Yes.
And he got upset. He's like, why?
Oh, talking about Jasmine.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's Jasmine and Gino. Yep.
Yeah, they were getting a couple massages.
Yes. I saw that one.
And she's like, ooh, my ass hurts. and he's like, why does your ass hurt? It's like, I'm gonna be honest with you.
I spent the wedding dress money.
You might be upset, but I got a Brazilian butt lift.
The money he gave her for a wedding dress, she got a new ass with it.
Oh my God!
Man.
I love the fact that she rolled up because she's used to that South America weather. She rolled up. I think they were somewhere in the north, and it was cold as hell.
They're in Michigan.
She's like, welcome to Michigan. He's like, why is it so cold? Oh my God!
And she hasn't even seen the half of it yet. They were walking through the airport. She's like, is this air conditioning or is this actually the weather? He's like, well, right now it's air conditioning. And they get outside and she's like, oh my God.
All right, let me stop looking like I'm homeless.
Y'all are so crazy. Looking like you homeless.
He's got that dew going on.
Got the little scruff going on, the dew.
Yeah, I gotta shave this soon. That 40 year old beard starting to come through.
You're supposed to go the whole month. You got to go all the way into the end of November.
No, I can't do it.
It's something about that. No,
you know what it is? I got chubby cheeks, so I put on a little bit of weight just sitting here all day, not exercising.
Dude, I know, me too,
I gotta
man.
stop that. I gotta do something.
I gotta walk.
I have, dude. Yeah. And it adds age onto you when you do that. So it's like, nah, I gotta drop this back out.
And my fiance says I gotta stop doing this because I'm gonna get wrinkles.
My pop said, "Listen, my pop said I gotta stop talking to myself."
Listen,
every time he be like, "What you on the phone?"
I'm exercising.
I know.
I'm exercising. or what I look like when I hear people going on rants about crypto.
Yeah.
But Ted, what's going on with crypto? What's going on with Bitcoin?
Hey, real talk.
What do you think about Ether? What was it today?
Ethereum.
Ethereum versus Bitcoin.
Rob's about to respond, but in like 30 seconds, I think we hit every single topic of controversy. Bitcoin,
I was like,
and I'm like, here we go. I was like, here we go. I'm over here folding laundry, putting laundry away because I couldn't fold it last night because it came out of the dryer. I'm putting it away, and I'm like, here we go, here we go, and I'm like, oh. I'm waiting for the comments. Can we stop talking about crypto and get back to stocks?
Right. You know it. You know it was coming.
So listen, Don.
Yeah.
Mara. That's what it is. All right. So I've been trading Mara, but I noticed something. After we watched that video of coaches where it's like he doing the channel and he doing the Evo and it's like on a daily time frame. You know what video I'm talking about? I think it's something about position because I had saved it. We watched it in here, but I went back and watched it a few times. And so what I'm saying is Mara been in this channel, right? And it's just been going back and forth from $9 to $10. But it broke above the channel today. I don't know if it went back in it. From October 23rd up to today, it's just been went back and forth. I'm telling you this because whenever it goes to the bottom, I've been getting it, and then whenever it runs up, I just sell it. That's an easy kill right there. It's basically what Jimmy do, but it's on a long term. You know what I'm saying? Like a long term thing. So basically, if you watch Coach's video, the chart look exactly like whenever he was like this chop right here. You know, because at first he was like, "Oh
and the
no,
contracts
one
are
daily
cheap
candle
too.
come down."
The contracts
you can
are
do
not
shares or
cheap,
contracts.
but...
Well, I know. Well, I'm talking about the share strategy because it's gonna take it a while to get back up to the top.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I guess you could do contracts with it. It run up. Well, no, that ain't gonna really work too good. It's gonna work better.
Yeah, because it'll work. Well, for me, it'll probably work better with
Mara
contracts.
too.
See
Mara,
some decent gain on it.
Well, Mara kind of. You got to be quick with it. You're a scalper though. You say you're a scalper, so
yeah, I'd have to watch
it for a little bit. Yeah,
I'd have to watch it.
Yeah, because what I'm gonna tell you, what happens is it runs through the day, but rarely. What happened is Bitcoin runs up through the night. So I'll be up and I'm trading at night. So I see this happening. And so Mara ain't trading yet. And whenever the pre-market comes, it starts to move up and then it'll drop and shoot straight up. I guess it got to catch up with I don't know what it is, but you just buy it whenever it's quiet. Whenever everybody be like, crypto is just plummeting. It'll run down to under $9, and then you just buy the shares and you just sit there and wait. And whenever you wake up, they're gonna be like close to $10, and you just drag up your stop and let it get hit. Boom. I heard somebody else said it was doing it, but the contract's gonna be kind of tricky because you'll have to hold overnight to catch the movement I'm talking about. But I'm pretty sure you can do the same thing with contracts, though. I mean, I don't know. I ain't gonna send you that tomorrow. Tomorrow is a fast one. Tomorrow
I know.
fast.
I've looked at it before a long time ago when Pastor was talking about doing it.
Remember? Fast. Yeah. Pastor was like, I hate Mara.
He was like, let's all do Mara for a week, and we all stopped that crap after about 2 days. Yeah.
Yes. Man, listen. No, I wasn't looking at. Whenever Well, whenever so I had some crypto just a little bit, and whenever crypto ran up, I said I'm selling all that and I'm getting the miners. I'm not dealing with it. Listen, I don't want no coins. None of that. Because the miners are paying better. That's just my opinion. Well, it's not my opinion. That's the facts.
Yeah.
The miners has went up way more. Well, not now. But shoot, Mara went from like $3 to 19. That's a big gain. But it also went back down. So
yeah.
and they do that every day. So be careful, friends. But on shares, because I heard you say you're trying to do more shares. That's why I brought that up to you.
Yeah, that's another reason why I'm trying to build my account up, because I ultimately want to end up. This is crazy. I want to build the money a little bit quicker in options and then go to shares. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you need to be able to see some movement. You got to put a couple dollars in it. So
exactly. Yeah.
That's the plan.
Hey Ralph, what do you use to trade Forex?
What do like broker wise?
Yeah, because I was trying to trade some currency.
Oh, I use
ON
and Oanda.
I thought I was gonna say ON.
ON Orlando.
It's
yeah.
I thought I was gonna say ON.
Who's that guy like an ON?
Rex.
Listen,
that's
down the trade panel, and this you'll see it's ON. OAN.
ON.
Yeah, you got all kind of different accounts, but I use the TraderView platform for it. So, and that's what.
Yeah, wait a minute. What about Rex telling David to slow down today?
Hey, I respect him though, because David was running. I was like, I hope David don't pass out because he ain't even breathing.
David was running hot. He was into it. He was, because I'm tired of hearing people that are going in and don't know what they're doing. I mean, I keep talking to them and they still don't know what they're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you shouldn't be trying. And and he started going off. And Rex, slow down, David, slow down.
He was smooth with it though. He was smooth with it. He was like, I'm gonna need you to slow down. I was like, who was that?
I'm gonna need you to slow down.
He's not wrong though. We get frustrated because like you can open up a ticket, you can have a one-on-one, and at the end of the day, we can't be on the other side of the computer telling you how to trade, whatever.
Yeah.
You gotta listen. I mean,
and people are paying to get this knowledge, and they're not using it.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what I would get.
Or it goes in one ear and out the other. When we tell people to paper trade, trade with fake money and learn what options are. I got somebody right now in the stock lounge. They're kind of asking what's the difference between paper trading and real trading, and then how the contracts work. And I'm like, well, there's a whole education section. That's what I'm going to respond eventually, but I kind of want to wait. Like, there's a whole education section that gives you what all the definitions and terms are. You got to put in the work. If you don't put in the work,
man, we got some people that are greener than green, like green, like don't know jack. So it's like, wow,
and that's cool. But you got to be willing to listen and take the advice. If you don't want to take the advice, that's fine. But don't come back in a month saying that you blew up your account.
Right,
and the training doesn't work if you didn't put the time in.
Yeah. Listen, you got to paper trade just to get it, especially if it's a new platform. You have to paper trade, like in order to.
What's the rule the coach says? You lose what? How many times you got to go back to paper trading?
They're not listening.
You got to stop.
Yeah, 2 days in a row.
And I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. They got to listen, but they're not listening to it.
Yeah,
Hell, I didn't listen to it in the beginning.
Yeah, me neither.
But until you realize that he's right, and if you finally get that, then wait a minute, damn, no wonder he said that. You know what I mean? You get those epiphanies when you've lost enough money and shit's happening. It's like, oh damn, that's why he was saying that. Sometimes it takes you losing in a big way for you to get it. Oh, okay, that's why.
It's really a mental thing, to be honest with you. It's like I got to make that money back. I got to make that money back. I just lost a whole bunch of money.
You know what though, Bruno? A lot of these guys don't have their mechanics down first, and that's what frustrates you guys too. I see that.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yes, the mechanical error.
I mean, they got to get their basics. That's all. It's not hard. You just put, like Dawn said, you got to put your time in.
Yes, like the other day, I'm not gonna call out any names, but like they were asking how to set a stop, but then they were in Tesla, and I'm sitting there like, I literally, you don't see me because there's no camera on me, but I'm like, I'm on the other side of the call, like, I said, oh my god, and then it went from Tesla to something else, and it was higher. It was like a bigger stock, and I'm like, oh my god, please don't do that, please. But I don't want to be nasty.
I don't know what the.
So
yeah. Hey, Dawn, you ever hear that? It's called On Demand on Thinkorswim. You ever hear that? What you could do is
it's on Thinkorswim.
Yeah, and it's called On Demand. What you could do is you can back test any time in the past. And what I'll do is say, like, every weekend I do it religiously. I'll get up in the morning, have a coffee, put it on demand, go back and pick a date, and then I go and find Coach, how he opens on YouTube in the morning.
Yeah.
And I time him in the morning with the paper trading in the past, and I'll listen as he goes, and I try to see what I did right or wrong in the past.
Oh, that's good.
And I hear him talk, and when he says it's open bell, I turn on Thinkorswim, I hit it on, and I'm perfect timed with the market as he's opening, and I hear you guys shouting out, Apple's on the up or down, and I'll watch it, and that's how I got the mechanics down. And I could do what I'm actually not, and I do the trading. I'll go in contracts while I'm doing it, and it doesn't hurt me at all, but it's training me. And then when I did. I couldn't get that EWO down. So what I kept doing is I kept watching what's his name, Dave, do the how he teaches it,
Yeah.
It kept over and over and over and over. Finally, I'm getting it down now. But you got to put your time in.
Yeah.
You know, there's ways to do it. I love On Demand because I can go back anytime. And then
TradingView does that, right? The replay feature.
Yeah.
It does
you
it?
could do it's a bar replay. How was the one on the platform you talking about? Is it like a bar replay, or they do it exactly the same way?
What, TradingView?
No,
the Thinkorswim.
On Demand. On Demand. Oh, On Demand. Yeah, it's like you're trading that day. It's live, like.
So TradingView is just it'd be like flashing, but it's still like a bar replay.
Oh, it's like the market's open.
Not like, that's what I'm saying. Thinkorswim.
Yeah.
I heard Thinkorswim was one of the better ones. Like one of the better.
My gosh. I know Lee will tell you it's like the top notch.
Yeah.
And they have good customer service from what I understand.
Oh, I just had another 1 hour session with him. I had to get it down like you're doing, Dawn. Like you want to do the day trading, scalping.
Yeah.
And I was asking him, I was like, that first minute, I couldn't get the option to get in, how am I saying it? In other words, when I clicked for the option to go on, it wasn't catching it right away. It's floating all over the place. And I'm like, what the heck? I can't scalp in the first 30 minutes. I mean, first minute.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because he says you're not direct. You're going through Thinkorswims, and then they go get the contract for you.
Right.
Did you hear that guy that was trading? It was costing like $4,000 a week in commissions.
I heard that somebody was like $5 a trade or something. Is it?
And the coach is like, "Oh yeah, you want to go with what's that other platform? It's direct,
Lightspeed.
That's it, Lightspeed. Yeah, you can't do it. You got to go Lightspeed the way that guy's doing. A coach, he uses Weeble, doesn't he?
Yeah. But he also has a Lightspeed account too. So he doesn't use that with us.
Coach is in the chat right now? Or my thing too slow?
So he's got Lightspeed, because I was like, how in the world can he get that thing so
What's
fast?
What's going on, Coach?
What's up, Coach?
Hey, Coach.
You there?
Yeah, I saw him in the chat. I saw him in the chat.
He's probably hiding from the wife.
Hey, Coach, I want to thank you, Coach. You changed my life. Listen.
Yeah.
I stayed up all night. And let me tell you guys,
She's got. I'm like, you better go fix that furnace. Damn geek.
Hey, you're gonna be like.
You might as well hear it here first. I like scalping. I like scalping better, dude. I'm with you on that. I can't sit in trades all day. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it, Coach. I can't do it.
Can I ask you to do this then, Dawn? Just 20 Evo trades on paper.
Mark, I've done 20 Evo trades. I'm Mark. Where the hell did that come from? Oh my God.
Mark always getting on.
I've done 20 Evo. I love the Evo. Don't get me wrong. I just prefer scalping because I just prefer scalping. I like the Evo when I'm doing just a little bit and I want to sit in it and just watch it. But yeah.
Hey, I hope it works, man.
It is gonna work. It's already working.
yeah. There you go.
So yeah. So I'm like, okay,
awesome.
this is.
I'd love to learn how to scalp, but I'm not good at it.
But what helps is I've developed a level of patience just in the mornings watching Nate with that L2, the way that he waits. It's like that has helped me learn how to wait for proper setups. And Coach preaches that all the time, talking about, hey, if you're waiting, you got to wait for the 5 stars. You got to wait for the proper setup. Stop just jumping in shit. And that's what I was doing. So it's like, I've gotten to know, like SPY has a way of acting when it's ready to do a put for like a minute. You know what I mean? And I don't really like SPY on the upside. I really don't. I like SPY puts. I really, really do. I get paid on SPY puts, dude. And it's like, huh?
Where'd you go, Don? Where'd you go?
Yes.
What? Oh my God, what's going on with my thing?
He's like a creeper coming out. He's like,
she keeps going into the weeds.
You keep going down into the weeds, Don. We got you.
You're like, Nate, I'm back down in the weeds. He's waiting for that trade. I'm backing down in the weeds, man.
Yo,
I'm telling you, Don.
You got the slickest way of saying it. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Don?
Don, listen.
Yes.
SPY, choppy. I really don't know what's wrong with Apple, but you got 3 of them on your list. AMD had 2 amazing, straight drops today. I'm talking about, listen, AMD came down, then it came down again, created the double bottom, and you know what's going to happen after that. The pullback.
Geez, Dawn.
And it's coming.
If Dawn gets good at scalping, Ralph, she could do the EWO too.
That's the plan. That's the plan. Let's do both. Not at the same time. Not at the same time. But yeah, it's time to mix it up.
What do you trade?
I trade currencies, but I trade mostly everything. No, I don't. I gotta stop. I gotta stop saying that. But no, I've been trading currencies at night. But then I have a long-term account, my Robinhood. And so I got 3 of them that's in there. That's the main thing. So I got Caterpillar, just adding to it. AMD, Apple.
Caterpillar.
It's one more. Yeah. I'm doing the same thing with Caterpillar as I'm doing with Apple. I don't even have whole shares.
Well, do you use the EWO?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
I'm just getting it down really good now.
Yes, I do.
But I'm going to get that EWO first, then I'll do what Dawn does.
The EWO is good. It's good training wheels because it teaches you how to get in a trade, and it also teaches you how to stay in it and stop cutting yourself off from making the most profits that you can make. But yeah, you can use it for entries really well, and I've learned to really use it for entries and also get the hell out when it's time.
Does Dave teach scalping, or is it just a coach?
Who? Oh, no, David does too many EWO.
So it would be the coach who would really good for the scalping.
Yeah. So listen,
because that's how Coach trades. Coach trades scalping all day.
Oh, he's amazing. Yeah. Jeez.
So future trader,
and I'm nowhere. There's no way I would ever be at that level because I don't have the account size
don't say that,
to do it right now. No, I'll have it one day, but I can't trade on a candle, but I can trade on a 1 minute run. You know what I mean? To the upside or to the downside. I can 30 seconds in, out, you know what I mean? I found the amount that I'm comfortable trading where I'm not all nervous and shit.
Oh, nice.
And I can actually accumulate $100 in like 5 minutes. Done, out.
Wow.
That's
awesome.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
so
future trader. To answer your question though,
go ahead.
I'm more like David, but okay. And the Forex account is more of a glorified paper account, so it's real money in there. And I'm saying that to say this, I be practicing scalping because I want to be a scalper. I want to learn the skill of scalping, right? But I'll be in on the scalp trade. And so how you trade, you can just get once you get a position going, you can put another position on. If I see the 2 minute EVO coming up while I'm in a trade, oh, I'm about to put it on, son. Okay. I trust the EVO. I'm about to put it on. Like the EVO, I'm telling you, that right there, if you can get it right, and I'm telling you, most of the people's problem with the EVO is not having enough stop room, because you got to give it time to breathe, and support resistance. That's it. That's what killed the most people. That or they getting in and the candles are
they
too
don't know their
small.
levels. They're not watching for levels at all. They're not looking at the L2. They're not charting, and they're getting chopped up. You know what I mean?
Yep. So let me tell you the biggest killer though. We know about the stop loss. That's one of the biggest killers. But what really kills them is, say like if it's dropping, right, and it's coming to a critical level. So you got like, I guess you can say a double top and it pulls back. I mean, not a double top, like a double bottom and it's pulled back, or either one. You know. So it came down and you got the double top, it pulled back. Whenever it come down and you think it's breaking out, everybody gonna get on that strong candle, right? And then it's gonna jump back and not gonna have enough stop, it's gonna hit them. So if you see it forming right there, instead of just getting in, and what I do is I go and set up like a sell stop under there. I guess I guess you can do a limit or to tap you in with the option trade. That way, if it just drops, sometimes it just plunge. Sometimes stuff just shoots straight down, but most of the time, if it's to a critical level, it's gonna pull back. So what I do is I just wait on it to come back, and then it taps me in, boom, like that every time.
Honestly, I could not wait for SPY to start dropping. I'm like, oh, you are at the ceiling, honey. Puts on resistance. Come on, baby. Come on. I was sitting there watching it. It was at 451, and I'm looking at the L2 at 451, like 30. It like passed it. So I'm like, yeah, but you know what? You don't have a whole lot more room that you're going to go. Not today. You've been running up all in the I was watching it through pre-market. I'm like, oh, you are running. That means it's put time today, baby. And it got up. And as soon as the bell hit, it went up some more. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah. It's put time. It's put time. Keep on running up, SPY, because you about to run out of gas, baby. And it was like, okay, let's get about a couple of nice ones. And I'm like, yeah.
Nice.
Loved it.
Nice.
Loved it. Got in it like twice.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Nice. I love it. SPY puts.
Another
awesome.
Hey, one more tip before we go. This gonna help you out too. You can take every EVO, but what I do is
I was waiting in the clouds today, Ralph.
I feel you. If the trend is up, I'm not gonna look for no down EVO. Like if it's been up all day, I'm gonna just only look. And it's above VWAP anyway, so that's what a lot of people mess up on. Or if it's down all day, they're trying to do the up one.
Yeah. Well, you got to wait for it to start that move. It's got to consolidate, and then it needs to start, showing you that that's what it's going to do, because it could break and hold. So ain't no making no moves until it shows you that that's what it intends to do, because it could very well break and hold. And then to your point, like the cool thing about it though is if you get it, and right now I'm about just getting some green. I'm not trying to sit in it and make $1 million. I'm about getting some green and getting the hell out of it.
Fast money. You want that drop.
Yeah.
And get it and get out. If it's $50, it's 50. If it's 100, it's 100. But either way, you know, you got to be cool with the base hit. Sometimes it might be $10. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit it and wait for it to
still in the
reverse on me,
green,
though.
man.
Yeah.
Still in the green.
It adds up because just like it added up losing, it adds up when you win. So, yeah.
Isn't that how Jimmy started? He was like a little here, a little here, a little here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Add it up.
Yeah.
Coach was saying it before. It's like getting $20 and $30 a pop, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
It works.
Time to stop messing around with this thing. Time to get it happening.
Consistency. That's what I'm looking for.
Yes, that's it. That's what I'm looking for. You know,
Coach says I told David the 2-minute EWO, and now he trains it. That's the truth.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But everybody have a fantastic night, Coach. Have a fantastic night, bud. Love you so much. Thank you for all that you do and all the training. The tip jar is available, guys. Those of you that are still in here. So thank you cards are available.
I forgot we was live for a minute.
I know. But I want everybody to have a fantastic night. Listen, have green dreams, okay? Because we're going to have green days tomorrow. Everybody have a good night.
Oh, yeah.